Dominating your fantasy league? Prove it.
Shaping up to be a great game between these two teams. There's no telling what might happen.
Enhance the game with 3 easy steps. Predict, compete, and win. Start now and play your first $20 risk-free. Only on WINVIEW.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Yes, we are live, bringing some film study to you, brought to you by WINVIEW Gaming. The game within the game. If you want to go sign up for WINVIEW Gaming, make sure you add me, XMME9. Make sure you follow me as a friend as well. We're going to break down we'll break down the film, talk about live scoring for Tua Tagovailoa and the offensive line as well. See, Sub TD wasn't that Sub TD? I'm guessing Tua film wasn't that terrible. I actually did see a little bit of it. There was a lot of things I was happy about. Now, early in the game, I was disappointed in a few areas. But as the game went on, it was a lot of things that I was actually happy about with Tua Tagovailoa. I saw a lot of good decision making. Didn't get to finish the back end of it, but we'll do that hopefully together. But we're going to break it down, give you my honest take on it, and see what we all think about it, all right? Y'all know I'm very critical, so with that being said, it wasn't as bad as I initially thought, but early in the game, it was a lot of things I really didn't like. But as the game went on, I really love what I saw, especially given the defense that New Orleans deployed. They put the work in on us, and we'll talk about that as well. All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Y'all give me one moment. Let me load it up for us. All right, hopefully that'll do. This should be a good view. We'll go through it together. Shout out to Cullen with the donation. Said, TD, where's that apple juice at? It ain't far. How about that? Let me see here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take this off because I don't need the headphones. Give me a moment. Apple juice. All right, let's see here. All right, so we should be good to go. The Miami Dolphins got the ball first. Let's break this down together, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to fast forward past all this. All right, so very similar offense to what we love to do in Miami. You know, one by one in the pistol. We always send the guy in motion. But you notice something automatically off the bat in this game when it first started. New Orleans ain't having none of it. Do you see the tight coverage up top, man to man? Do you see the cushion man to man? Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this because it's definitely going to prove a lot of points that I've been making recently. I want y'all to pay attention to New Orleans alignment. When they're aligned like this, it's tough. When they're not aligned like this, it's easy. And we're going to talk about it, all right? Let me see here. So here we go. Tua has, I believe, Kurt Mayer, somebody in motion. Let me see here. So this is the typical, let's go back here. This is the typical play that we run a million times. So right here, Tua's basically trying to identify. We got a wheel route coming or the flat. This one's going to be a wheel. You have Waddle going up and maybe running a slant or trying to get a post in, and you got the tight end right here that's going to slip out at the line of scrimmage. Now, this is what Tua Tagovailoa reads pre-snap. Sends a guy in motion. Is anyone following him? No. They slide over, but they're not following. Therefore, this is somewhat of a zone concept, okay? And with that being said, it is always in a zone concept going to be real hard for them to identify the flat, okay? But we don't know what's going to be the flat. Is it going to be the receiver or is it going to be Gesicki as the tight end? On this one, Gesicki stays like he's going to chip. Gesicki's reading that linebacker. And sure enough, Gesicki flexes out. quick pass, but it's still tight. They keep everything tight, okay? So we only get about 3 yards on this play. We get about 3 yards on the play. This is where the play was designed to go. It wasn't designed to go anywhere else. Based off of the look that we have here pre-snap, they were ready for it. They blanketed Waddle, had the safety over the top, the trailer right there, and then the guy's going to run out in the flat, and you see Waddle's nothing there, the wheel route nothing there, and Gesicki is going to be there. But again, we're talking about tight coverage. So Tua makes the right read. We get 3 yards. It's an extension of the run, and we move on to the next play. But let's watch the trenches on this. I mean, everybody's holding up. The ball's getting out fast, right? We execute the play, 3 yards. Any cushion on this play, and it's a bigger play. Any cushion on this play, and it might be a bigger play. But this is basic, y'all. I'm going to show y'all how basic we are. And that ain't saying that ain't a knock on our personnel or nothing like that, but we run a basic offense. When you stop it, you stop it. Now, here we go again. We got 4 down linemen and 2 linebackers. And this looks like, a play that you'll be more favorable running the ball in. You can see this nickel or corner on the inside on Waddle. He's playing a little bit of outside leverage here. Gesicki's uncovered at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker isn't face-to-face with him. So it makes you feel more of a zone concept here. All right. Now, Tua's back to pass. So we're talking about a zone concept. But once again, even in that concept, you see the rub in the backfield. Do you see the running back coming out of the backfield unguarded? We already got a linebacker that's already behind in the play needing to chase him. But we don't go that route right away. And as you can see, the little pick rub underneath with Waddle coming across is also there. What do? We go on that outside the Waddle. We take that pick and we hit it to him and we pick up another 3 to 4 yards. Now, I want y'all to notice this concept too. Tua's eyes are right. He looks left, throws. And this is the thing about our offense with Tua. A lot of times Tua will look one way knowing he's not going to go there. And when he switches back the other way, he lets it fire because he knows where he wants to go pre-snap, but he wants to try to manipulate the safeties or the defenders that have that slight delay. So his look to the right side does just enough right there to hold the linebacker flat-footed so when Waddle can just use his pure speed to win on the outside. And that's what he does, connects, but it is tackle right away because the Saints are a great pursuit defense. So another 3 to 4 yards, we get it. What did the line look like? He looks left, cuts back, bam, bam, throws. Got it. Good protection by the O-line. So we're going to be talking about the O-line a lot too, guys. And Michelle said Tua's just can't throw accurate downfield. Well, we'll look at it. We'll see what we get out of this film study, all right? All right, here we go. Another play. We got a 3 trips bunch to the right, Waddle in the backfield, so they're getting real creative. We got 4 down linemen, and what do we get? A snap, and it looks like a throw here. Waddle looks like he's coming across the formation to block. On the other side, you just got defenders, 6, 7, 8, 3, 6. You got 7 defenders in the secondary with 3-man route. And look, Waddle sneaks right out of the backfield. Nobody accounts. So a lot of you all would look at this play and be like, why do we have all these receivers bunched up in the middle like this? This is a trash play call. No, it's designed to bring everybody to the middle. Except Waddle. That's what it's designed to do. See, they call this trash play calling. They say, we got routes where everybody's all in the same area. Look at this mess. What is this? This is the play design, and let me tell you why. They're in a zone, but they have a shadow on Waddle. You see number 23 at the safety position? You see Waddle in the backfield? He's lining up with Waddle. He's going wherever Waddle goes. I want you to notice that pre-snap. He's going wherever Waddle goes. Waddle switches sides. He switches sides. That's Waddle's man. But all that bunch up in the middle isn't going to do anything but give Waddle more time to catch the ball and get yards after the catch. This is a great play design, great execution by Tua and Waddle. The safety has to come all the way across. Waddle's speed gets the first down. Waddle's speed, and then he gets hit late out of bounds, and that's an automatic first down. That's another 15. So look at the pocket on this. This is as clean as it's going to get. When you release the ball, Tua even releases it so easy without hesitation. Nice floater, feels good about it, great protection. O-line on point so far. Because I'm going to show y'all a common theme that the O-line may have one terrible play out of every 7, but we demonize them ridiculously. O-line's looking just fine so far. All right, here we go. We started out with trips bunch to the left, but now we flex one in the pistol formation. We got 4 defensive linemen, and we're guarding that secondary, another 7-man coverage in the secondary. But once again, we might have a zone concept look, because what happens, tight end comes in motion, no one really follows. They just move over and switch responsibility. Tight end in motion, Tua hands it off, run up the middle, and we cut back to the left, and we don't really get much on this play at all. We start out at the line of scrimmage at the 49, and we're going to get to the 50-yard line pretty much. It's like 1-yard run, 2nd and 9 coming up. But I don't like what Duke Johnson did on this run. I feel like he didn't trust his blocks on this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We're going to pause right here. Why is he cutting back? He's cutting back too early. Jesse Davis is or Dieter, excuse me. No, that's Davis, is about to peel off and seal 53. Dieter is about to seal number 20. He should have maintained that lane, because look at the next frame. Davis sealing 53. Dieter got 20. That was the hole he was supposed to follow. But he cut back too early, wasn't disciplined on it, and cut back into nothing but traffic, tried to find stretch lanes, and this D-line isn't going to let it happen. I feel like that is a real bad job with awareness by Duke Johnson on this play. You got to stay disciplined and understand the blocking assignments on this, and know that it's going to look like it isn't there because you see number 53, but you also got Davis that's peeling off his man beautifully, might I add, and coming to him. That's a great job by Davis. And good job by the tight end on the end, doing a good job. That's the hole you want. That's the 5 to 7 yard run. And Duke Johnson coming downhill with steam might run number 43 over and make an even bigger play. So Duke Johnson, we had more opportunity on that. I'm going to put this on him. Definitely not the O-line. And he allowed the pursuit defense to come by stretching it out unnecessarily. All right, so now we got the pistol formation, bunch to the right, but now we got Waddle in motion again, but we got a guy following him. Let's look at this from the – but listen, this is off base follow. This isn't a guy following him across the rotation. Now he knows he has him because he has that outside area, but this is more so of a zone, but luckily we hand this off anyway, so it doesn't matter in the secondary. Let's look at the trenches on this. What really happens in the pistol formation? Waddle comes across, tight end comes across. Duke hesitated again, wanted to come towards number 20, but now we got Eichenberg about to seal number 20. Supposed to follow that. Instead, you go in traffic and come back there anyway. That hesitation might have lost us 2 yards right here. Wanted to go, but didn't. Then he wants to go. That hesitation by Duke was not good in this game. They played it well regardless. When you really look at it, we had 5 blockers against 6 defenders. 5 blockers against 6 defenders. We're not going to win that battle anyway, but at the same token, you can get another 2 yards after this if you stick with it. If you stick with it. Not good running by Duke on so far in this game early on. We're definitely leaving yards on the table. So we're back in the trips bunch concept. With Waddle switching sides again. We got that potential man coverage because he's being blanketed. Tua, frame right here, so we'll stop. You see number 21 veering out to the flat. It's not a bad throw if you want Waddle to have the one-on-one, try to make a move. But I love that. I don't know who this is, Gesicki or whoever it is. That might be Gesicki coming across. That's a nice slant to throw to right away right there. And if that's not there, you got Gaskins coming underneath as well. So I like this play because Tua got 3 options right now. Let's see what happens. Obviously, he passes up on Waddle right away. And Gesicki, if he's going to hit Gesicki, he needs to fire now, but he doesn't. Okay, he doesn't. Now you got Gaskins, but pressure's coming in his face now. So it's going to be a tough throw, but it's definitely one you got to make, and it sails on the outside, just not an accurate throw. So with 3 options, we missed the first 2, and then we just misfire on the third one. See this right here? We already missed Gesicki, but you got Gaskins. You got to plant your feet right here at this motion and get that ball to Gaskins. Instead, we hesitate an extra second. And that's what you get as a result, inaccuracy, pressure coming right up his gut in his face. And the tough part about that is that it's a third down. That was a third down situation. That was a third down situation. So that's the tough part on that. Oh, I went back too far. So that's one I know we definitely wish we had back, especially operating past midfield already in their territory. If we could just step in, and you might take the hit, but these are the plays right here that make the difference. If you could just step in, make that throw, we can get that first down. We can move forward. And it's not an easy throw to make, but at the same token, the problem we have on this play is you had 2 other options earlier. You miss Waddle right here, and you never wanted to go to Waddle. You give a little fake like you might. Look at the mechanics. Fake that you see that fake with the hip, like he might plant to go to Waddle. So he didn't want to go there. He comes back across his body, has Gesicki, but that's already too late because of the fake. And then he peeks it over to Gaskins. You can float this up a little bit over the defender, a little bit too much on it. And it's a tough throw. It's a tough throw, but it's one that if we can get that done, that's a playmaking. That's a playmaker. That's the moment of playmaking. We can say tough throw all we want, but that's where you want to got to make a play. If you make that play, that's what makes the difference between great and real good. That's the play that makes the difference between great and really good. So let's move forward. We're going to fast forward all of this defense. They're going to actually score a touchdown, and the Saints get it back. And then we're going to have Miami on offense again. Oh, I went too far. All right, here we go. So we'll go back on offense again. Now, before we do, I'm so sorry. I have to do this. I have to go all the way back because I neglected the O-line in that situation. And I'm trying my best to make sure we evaluate the O-line 100% fairly. All right, here we go. So, bam, right here in this view, we got good O-line play. This, see, right now it's looking good from the O-line. Is this the play? Yeah, this is the play. So right here, bam, we got good O-line play so far. But right here at this point is where Austin Jackson misses the switch, the swim move. I mean, not the swim move, but the stunt where the defensive end wraps around. Austin Jackson is missing that right here. Austin Jackson is the reason the pressure came in his face anyway. But the reason why I always say we only focus on what Tua can control, at this very moment right here, he had Waddle and he has Gesicki before that guy is even in his view, in his sight of having to adjust the throw. Right here at this very moment, the ball could be on its way to Gesicki. Now the pressure's coming. Even Davis gave up a little bit after that. But you got Gaskins. You're still looking at it. Take that hit, deliver a great ball, and we feel like you're a hero. So again, O-line didn't hold well because of that stunt. Austin Jackson messed that one up. But ladies and gentlemen, we're 6 plays in, and we got our first offensive line woe. We're 6 plays in, and we got our first offensive line issue. The first. We're 6 plays in, and we got our first offensive line issues. And this is why I know people don't watch other teams. They want to just talk about our O-line when most teams, 1 out of every 4 plays, they got an offensive line issue, if not more. But so far, 1 out of 6 plays, we got a major offensive line issue, in which we still had an opportunity to make a play. We still had the opportunity to make the play despite the offensive woe. All right, here we go. Back to the action. We got 31-yard line, Tua in the pistol. Tight end in motion, another handoff up the middle. Nowhere to go. This Saints defense is smothering, but we got to pause right here because I want to show you. Well, I'll show you the trenches. This is what I want to show y'all. How many guys on that O-line? It looked like we might have 7 blockers. See, this RPO is doing this. Look at the tight end in motion, Gesicki. He's out of there. He's not an eligible blocker. So we got 6 blockers, right? 6 blockers. 6 blockers. This is why you can't run the ball. This is why you can't run the ball, ladies and gentlemen. We got 6 blockers. Now count the Saints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 6 versus 8. This is why you also can't run the ball. This is why the next level of development for Tua Tagovailoa, recognizing how many are in the box, this is an audible into a passing play. This is a clear audible into a passing play. Look at before the play even starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the box, and really 8, because that guy on the edge on the right side that you could barely see, he's in there peeking. Pre-snap, this is where you communicate to your receivers and you tell them where you want to go or call that play that switches this, because we have plays out of this. But they committed all 8 in the box versus 6 blockers. You can't run the ball like this. But we're going to keep handing it off. The O-line not running any run lanes. 8 versus 6, y'all stop being unfair. See, when you call that audible and you stick it to them on that slant that go for 25, when you call an audible and on that slant that go for 25, they're going to get out of this real quick. They're going to get out of this real quick. Somebody says 6 in the box. Okay, can you count? Can you count? You got a tight end going in motion and the guy not following them and he's staying on the line of scrimmage. You gotta count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your 2 linebackers are 6, 7. And the guy on the edge. 8. Where you get 6 in the box from? Anyway, like I said, this lose-lose situation. Look, you got 4 guys on the next level ready if you make it through any hole. They seal the edge, cut back, but where you cutting back to? Ain't nothing nowhere. We can't run the ball. We need a better O-line. We got 8 versus 6. And I'm not saying it's the rank on Tua, but this is the difference right here. Quarterbacks in the NFL, they giving that audible signal. They got the quick slant to Parker, the quick whatever to whatever. This is what it's about, y'all. Why is it going so fast? And I ain't gonna lie, even though it was already handed off, see, you would have never knew. They even all balanced Gesicki wide open out there. But see, this was a design run. See, this is where we have to do some teaching in that film room. Look at what you're getting pre-snap. We change this play to this or whatever it may be. All right, 2 by 1, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, man-to-man coverage. But this is shocking to me because now they're giving Waddle cushion on the inside. You saw how they started the game right in his face. Now they're giving cushion. Now he's getting some cushion. Let's see what happens here. Cover 2, tight end coming out. Tua's back to pass. See, and right here, this is what we always run. You got the flat already if you want the short game, right? You also, this is what I like. Tua is staring down this safety, and you got one-on-one at the top with Parker. Maybe an opportunity to take a back shoulder shot. But then you also have Waddle on an option route. He could either go inside or outside, depending on this defender. I'm going to guess Waddle's going to go outside because he's going to beat anybody outside. No, he goes inside. And bang, bang, pass interference. The guy got there early. It wasn't a great read because the guy got there early. Luckily, that means the guy was in great position to stop the play. He just was overzealous. This is the exact type of play where I would have probably took that shot to Parker on the sideline, seeing if I could have had an opportunity to get a 50-50 back shoulder on this. Let's look at everybody else. Well, it doesn't matter everyone else because we never look that way anyway. We look where we want. But Parker has the one-on-one. We throw the Waddle. We get the pass interference. Good job. Well, good. Let me look at the O-line real quick. Look at this. Great. He gets hit at the end, but it's still all you needed. And Tua got to start backing up on that. You keep moving. You got to back up on that. The guy's getting moved back the whole time. You're never supposed to just stay stationary. Start veering back. But he gets hit as he throws. Waddle gets the pass interference. But in my opinion, that's great protection right here. Ball is up, didn't affect the throw, but he gets hit at the end, and that's what I like. Stand in there, make the throw anyway, because it was a good throw, y'all. It was a good throw. This one was on the money. This is what I wanted in that first drive on third down. Stand in there, absorb the hit, but make the throw. Make the throw. Now, next play, trips to the right. We got a handoff to the left side. This is going to be a better run, but we get 3 yards. Let's see what we get in the trenches on this. So the play starting out with 4, 5, 6 in the blocks. We got some pullers. I like that. We got room out in front of us. Now we got one guy unblocked, but nice cutback. 3 yards, but that's better than nothing. Good discipline. I like what Austin, was that Austin Jackson? Y'all give me a second here. I got to see, was that Austin Jackson? Austin Jackson pushed this guy on the ground. Good job by him. But even though it does cut back, not a bad run for 3 yards. It's just really hard to run against the Saints. Now we got 2-by-1. Fake the handoff. Oh, this is the play I just hate. I really hate this one. I really hate this one. This is a prime example right here of pre-snap read. Let me play the play first. Let the play go. We throw the little bubble and we lose 2 yards. But look, pre-snap. This is what you get pre-snap. You listen, you throw this bubble screen when the defender is about 7 to 10 yards off. In this situation, the defender is 4 yards off, 3.5 to 4 yards off. You don't throw this. This is a wasted play. Instead, you recognize you got single coverage with Devontae Parker at the bottom of the screen. Take your shot. Safety's in the middle of the field. He'll never get over there in time. He will never get over there in time. Take your shot. Float that ball up 50-50. You get it, you get it. You don't, you don't. But and there is nothing that told you that this play would garnish anything throwing to see what it is we're used to people getting scared of Waddle's speed and bailing as soon as the ball hikes. That's what we're used to. We're used to when we hike that ball, that defender taking at least 2 steps back. Look at what the Waddle defender does. He waits on Waddle to come to him. This is true man-to-man coverage. Like, I'm not scared of you. Let's go. This is what it is. Look at the defender. The defender, nope, does not commit to going backwards. He just bouncing on his feet, waiting on Waddle to make a move, and he reacts. So you have to read this. You have to tell Parker, hey, I might take a shot to you. And as soon as you hike that ball, you look at Waddle's defender, but you never even looked. See, we never even looked at Waddle's defender. This ball was going to go even if that guy jumped the route for the pick six. I want y'all to watch the quarterback's eyes on this. He was going to throw this ball no matter what. Even if the defender jumped the route for a pick six, he was going to throw it. Look at his eyes. He more dedicated than looking at the ball in the running back and throws it. In the pocket throw. Never even evaluates what the defender doing. These are those scary parts for Tua that a team can end up getting a pick six on if they jump stuff like that. Look, I mean, we throw it so fast that the blockers can't get out anyway. Look, the ball gone past the blockers. And that defensive end was not fooled. Look at the defensive end. He said, no, you making this too easy. And I got to say this, that is a bad job by Jesse Davis. He doesn't even sell it. Jesse Davis doesn't even sell. Yeah, Davis. Jesse Davis doesn't even sell it. Jesse Davis doesn't even put his hand on the DN. And he like, nah, they throwing a screen. So when Waddle comes back underneath, that defensive end is there to force him. So bad on Jesse Davis, but this is a shot to Parker if it's not there. But we're not reading it. That's part of it. So let's look what Parker does on this. Parker, bam. That's all you asked for right there, ladies and gentlemen. Safety didn't even start moving. But that's all you asked for. You see the release by Parker? With his height, his ability to go up, that first move, bam. That's all you asked for with Parker. That's all you can ask for. You get that? And Parker put his hand up. I don't know if y'all can see that. His left hand is like, I got him. I don't know if y'all can see that, but Parker puts his hand up right here. His left hand, if you can see it, he basically saying, I got him. Ball already gone. These are those big time opportunities, man. And listen, once again, you can't blame the quarterback because they want him to, listen, just do what we ask you to do. They want it simplistic for him. So I just wonder if you unleash him, would he recognize these things? Or is he unleashed? I don't think so because he always missing these things. It would be real bad if he is unleashed and he's not doing this stuff. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he is not unleashed. Somebody said, but you don't like Tua throwing a 50-50 ball. What are you talking about? What do you mean I don't like him throwing a 50-50 ball? I said that's all he throws most of the time when we go deep. I never said I don't like him throwing a 50-50 ball. I just said it's not sustainable. But on this play right here, you got a slot defender playing within 4 yards on a bubble screen? No, you take that shot with a safety in the middle of the field with your best offensive weapon as far as going up to get it in Parker. You got to take that shot. Sometimes y'all mischaracterize what I be saying and in what situation. All right, now we got two. So look, we got a man following Waddle on this one. So we got man coverage potentially on this. I don't know if they stunting man coverage, but it might be man coverage because he's following Waddle. And look, it is man coverage. The problem is, look at the protection is great. Good job, Waddle. Now, this is the play I want y'all to see, okay? First of all, the defender is terrible on this. He was a victim of knowing Waddle only runs short routes. When Waddle got to this point right here, the defender was already, is he going right or left? And thank God this play call wasn't neither. He's running a post. Got you. Right there, good vision by Tua, right? But once again, I'm very happy at the decision Tua made. I am very happy at the decision that Tua made. I want to say that before I say what I'm about to say because y'all going to get mad at me. And the only reason I'm happy at the decision Tua made is because this is the throw I trust his arm making. I don't trust him making the throw to Mac Hollins on this. So I want you to watch the same play at the top of the screen. You got Mac Hollins, right? He threw one earlier in the game, right? Watch Mac Hollins. You see that? I ain't gonna lie. When I first watched the film, I said, oh, he about to hit Mac for the touchdown. But I'm just fine with him going to Waddle. Short, intermediate. I am just fine with him going to Waddle on the shorter intermediate. But I'm telling you now, there's a lot of people that's going to take this one right here. That deep shot. There's a lot of people going to take that one to Mac. Mac got one later in the game. He could have got this one too. With a clean pocket. Tua mentioned that in his post conference. Oh, I didn't know. What did he say? I didn't know what he mentioned. I ain't watched his press conference. Somebody said, how do you not? Listen, I'm fine with him going to Waddle. It's a first down. Beggars can't be choosers. I don't have a problem with him going to Waddle. I just recognize those plays. You see those plays. If the leads that touchdown. But this is what I try to explain to y'all too. Here's the difference between great and very good. This is a prime example of the difference between great and very good. He hit it later with him, right? He hit it later so he can make the throw. This is your difference between great and very good. I wonder, are we going to score a touchdown or a field goal on this? Because this is what the elite do. They get a touchdown right here versus settling for a field goal. Because I don't think we score on this drive. But here's your difference. And that wasn't the only option. You also got Parker. I mean, the tight end on the out route over there. But like I said before, I like the decision to Waddle because I trust that throw much more than I trust that go route having accuracy on it. And good team player with Mac Hollins. Happy we got the first down. Look at Hollins. Yes, first down. Good team play by Hollins. And again, here's the thing, y'all. The reason why we got to live with this stuff is I want y'all to see the pocket, and I want y'all to see Tua's eyes. He going to follow Waddle the whole time. He never even saw Mac Hollins out there open. Look that way, Waddle. Still looking at Waddle. Waddle developing. Yep, I see Waddle about to be open. Hits Waddle. Good job, Tua. Good job. So we could say, oh, man, he could have hit Mac Hollins, but he never looked at him. And that's what this offense is. Focus on one guy. Hopefully he get open. See, all this stuff underneath early on, people think he going through progressions. Look at him. He looked right. Look how fast he does it. This is just mechanics by Tua trying to move the safety over. This is not progressions. He's going to look to his right, and you're going to think he's reading progressions, but he's not. He wants to come back to Waddle the whole time on this play regardless. Looking right, turn to Waddle. That's just all pre-snap to get the defense to move that way. Look that way. Never. He was never throwing over there. This is what he wanted in that play. And good job executing what you wanted. He's literally defending the man right now, and y'all are still trashing TD. Oh, they can hate all they want. I'm still gonna do it, and they're gonna still sit right here and watch it. Otherwise, they'll click off, and we won't have hate in the comment section. So let them do what they do. If they want to criticize what I'm saying, that's their business. Yeah, I mean, it ain't gonna change nothing. It's gonna keep happening. I'm gonna keep on telling what I see. So leave them be. I appreciate you saying what you're saying, but you ain't got to defend it. Don't worry about it. We're going to keep on doing what we do. All right. Pistol formation. 1 by 1. Waddle saying I'm on. Tight end in motion. Is this going to be... So the tight end is just the draw. Is Tua got the ball? Oh, I like this one. This is one of the ones I like. See, we'll get this every play, y'all. We get this stuff every play. We bring all the action to the right, and we always do a good job of getting our tight ends out open, okay? Look at what happens on this play, number 81. Bam. Hits him. Great job by Tua on this. Great job by the tight end, but let's see what happened on this play. The defensive end is the one. Stop right here. You see this defensive end right here? He gets stuck looking in the backfield. instead of going straight towards Tua. And now the guy creeps out. Now I wanted to show you the guy that has Smythe. He went for the run and he's already beat. Y'all see that right here? He went for the run and he's already beat. Speed, Tua delivers it on the outside, low, but still a good pass where he can keep running. A nice chunk of 7 yards right there. Good poise by Tua. Let's see what the pocket does for him. All right. Fakes the handoff, clean pocket, can roll around, throws, hits him. Quick hitter, 7 yards. Great execution by everybody on this play. Great execution by everyone. So another pistol formation, same look right here, but this time we're going to hand it off. Lindsey up the middle. Let's see what we got. Look at the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even though we got man-to-man over here. We got a man over here, but they got 8 in the box. Who's blocking, who's not? Gesicki is grounding his block. This is a run to the right. The problem is Jesse Davis automatically lets the guy set the edge, which he does, forcing the cutback. Number 20 is going to eat up any little lane right there, but on the back end, 94 is just free. You can't run the ball on them. They got a stack box to begin with. You got to stretch them out. If you want to have back draw or anything like that, you got to go 4 wide to even have a shot. You got to go 4 wide, but we don't do 4 wides because we like to keep it tight. 2 by 1, man coverage. Wildcat. Same thing, tried to stretch it out, and what do we get? It wasn't a fumble. They thought it was. But it's just hard to run on these guys, man. It's hard to run. Faked around, comes the other way. Whoever the receiver is did a horrible job. Gaskins didn't do a good job blocking at all, but there's nowhere you can go. We ain't got nowhere to go. All right. Waddle in motion. He's being followed now. Tua keeps it. This is one that here's another example of, do you want to be great or you want to be really good? This play right here is another example of, do you want to be great or do you want to be really good? Tua Tagovailoa. Watch this. And again, I ain't mad at the decision he made, but there's a greater play. Waddle out in the flat, the tight end wide open, bam, first down. Good decision. Good decision. Now I want y'all to watch Gesicki on this play. He at the top of the screen at the end of the line. Y'all see him? That inside leverage he get on his guy. Watch Gesicki. Whoop, touchdown. Touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. And great route by Gesicki, too. He puts that foot out. Gesicki puts that. I'm going to try to pause it on it. He put that foot out to the left like he going outside. Right. Ooh, good move by Gesicki. See, this is that subtle stuff, y'all. That subtle stuff. I got to give it up to Gesicki. Watch that foot in the left. Right there. That foot, you see how he played that foot on the left, which makes the defender that he think he going outside, then he just scoots in. Ooh, that's elite. That's the elite play right there to be made. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there. That's a touchdown right there. Like I said, I ain't mad at the decision made. It was a first down. But this is the big boy touchdown. Watch Gesicki at the line of scrimmage. Watch him. Come in. Fake. Look at that. Right there. Right there. You squeeze that ball right there. Gesicki on his way to the touchdown. But I ain't mad at the decision made. I am not mad at the decision that we made. I want y'all to understand that. What he did and what he decided on the play was just fine, because do we even trust him to make this throw? Defender do we trust him to make that throw to Gesicki? I know the play was designed to Smythe, but you're still missing the point. There's a lot of plays designed for a lot of people, but elite quarterbacks, if they see that opportunity, they stroking it. We know that play is designed for Smythe. That's why our offense is basic. Who is it designed for? That's where we need to go, even if something bigger is out there. Do we trust Tua to make that throw to Gesicki anyway? I'm not going to say yes or no, but I'm just saying. Inside leverage, big guy on little guy. Whoop. Look at that. Right there. At the 20-yard line, too, Gesicki would have had a field day on that. It's all good, though. We got the first down. Let's keep the sticks moving. Tua in the pistol, fakes the handoff. Should be to the tight end here. Oh, yeah, this is the one I hated, too. First of all, it was a bad throw by Tua, and it was the wrong read. You do this play a million times. What made you get off and throw this to the wheel route? This is another one that has to go to Gesicki out in the flat. This is textbook. Right here, we know that the guy in motion is going to run the wheel. Waddle is going to run the slant. Gesicki is going to come underneath. If Waddle ain't there and the guy follows the wheel, Gesicki should be wide open. What happens? Waddle runs that seam. They get the double team. The guy's not even following the tight end. The wheel route is coming. Right here, we should already have it on his way to Gesicki to run. Look at this. Instead, we throw it to the wheel route back shoulder, and people are going to talk about, oh, he slipped and ran and messed up the catch. That ain't on no freaking run. That ain't on the receiver. The real time in the game, people tried to say, oh, the receiver slipped. That was on him. No, he didn't. He saw the ball was coming in behind him. He tried to adjust. It wasn't even supposed to be thrown back shoulder like that. It's a wheel route. This is just a bad read. This is supposed to go to Gesicki right here. Bam, Gesicki beat him to the sideline trying to get that first down. And even if you're going to throw this to that receiver, you didn't even throw it accurately. It was a pretty bad throw. It was a bad throw from ball placement standpoint. So let's look at it from the other angle. Let's see the protection. Protection's just fine. Look at that. I wish that was going to Gesicki. I wish it was going to Gesicki, and it's one-on-one to the sideline. Gesicki could pick up the first. The guy running the wheel route, he identifies, oh, the ball is being thrown behind me now. Let me adjust. Makes it impossible. Makes it impossible. So, mind you, that's first down, ladies and gentlemen. At the 20-yard line, red zone. Back to pass on this one. All right. So what do we got on this one? Right here, I'm already looking at a one-on-one with Parker at the bottom of the screen, but we don't have to yet. The pocket looks clean. I'm looking at Gesicki coming across the middle for a quick hitter, maybe a bang-bang, but I don't know yet. Bring the frame up. I think he's going to hit Gesicki. I hope so. He does. Good job. And Gesicki breaks the tackle just like the last play should have been and gets up there short of the first, but we get some good yardage, maybe 6. So good job, very good job on this with Tua and his patience. Didn't automatically go out to Parker, hit Gesicki coming across the screen, breaks the tackle, tries to make more happen. Going to be about 4 yards short of the first, but great recognition by Tua. Great play, great patience, good O-line play. And we on to the next one. Now this one here, bam. Right here, this one is interesting to me. We always talk about anticipation with Tua, right? Everybody say, oh, he's great at anticipation. I want y'all to pay attention to this right here. We say that he's great at anticipation when the pocket is clean. At the top of the screen, at the top by the 10-yard line, right? You see Parker, he's going to run a post. You throw that on anticipation. Gesicki in the middle of the field is going to run the seam. You throw that on anticipation. Those are two guys that if you want to talk about anticipation, that is technically wide open if you're going to make an anticipation throw. While the pocket is clean, ladies and gentlemen. Please tell me if you see what I see. We always talk about, oh, he has great anticipation. Well, Parker's about to run a post. If you got great anticipation, you throw that right here. Gesicki's up the seam. If you got great anticipation, you throw that right here. Period. Both of those guys. And Tua's looking right down the middle at the safety. Next frame. Parker running the post. That's the one you put right over there over the top. But Gesicki, man. This is why Gesicki, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is why Gesicki. This right here is why Gesicki be heated. Safeties are split. They didn't even commit to the middle yet. Who says he does? A lot of people do. This is why Gesicki be heated, y'all. Maybe he goes for Gesicki. He steps up. Nope. He doesn't go for Gesicki. See, anticipation right here. Pocket's just fine. You got to plant and throw. That hesitation of not doing it, pocket's not clean anymore. Step up, get sacked, fumble. Everybody want to talk about how the O-line gave up on this play, but miss me with that. Right here, you already you are able to make your decision. Right here, if you're a great anticipator, like everybody keep yelling at me that he is, you already make your play right here. You are already cocked back to throw right here. That dump into Gesicki is the one I like more than anything. Gesicki. Oh, look at Gesicki. Now, I know that the guy coming free now to come at Tua, but it should have already been on the way because this is proof right here. If the ball was already on the way, that's touchdown. Oh, and the safeties just never moved. He ain't even sacked yet, and the safeties never moved. Matter of fact, one of them followed Parker, but the other one just never moved. Sack fumble. Oh, the O-line sucks. They caused the sack fumble. Now, the O-line took points off the board. They just suck. They caused us points. Bam, right here. Anticipation, right? You know the routes. You looking that way. You know the route. Now he's looking at Gesicki. This is the crazy one. Right there, and he looking at that defender. Cock back, plant your feet, and let it fly and take that hit to it, and you're a hero. Cock back, plant your feet, make that throw, and get hit, and you're a hero. You're a hero. The difference between elite and very good. The difference between great and very good. There's your difference. Now, I think that was the early on portion of the game that I told y'all I didn't like the early on portion of the game. I really thought it was really bad from him. But after that, I saw a lot of really good things from Tua in this game. So hopefully that's what we're phasing into now. But early in that game, when we couldn't get any points, we see what we really – we just saw 2 touchdowns, maybe 3 touchdowns we left on the field. Huge opportunities. We saw points left on the field in just, 3 drives? I don't know how many drives we in. Well, I think it's 3 drives. A potential 17 points, maybe 10. This is what it is. Now, this is the one that scared me. This is the play that scared me. I wonder why nobody ever did this. I want y'all to watch this play. The defensive end doesn't care. When you're running an option, bam, you can hit him every time. That's a legal hit. A lot of them get froze. Am I going to the linebacker or am I going the other way? Always. That is a legal hit. That is a legal hit, and that scares me because teams will start to do that to Tua. And once again, look at the box. Look at the box, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, why are we running the ball in the 8-man box? This is where we need to call that pass, man. 8-man box. You ain't finna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. TD, is it hold on. TD, is it just me or Tua always targeting Waddle? Well, that's how our offense is built, though. They want to target Waddle because he has the speed, the playmaking ability, and he's our best bet to get yards after the catch. So I love that we target him. But where they're stunting Tua's growth is he's missing other opportunities by just targeting him. All right, so now we get an end around, which was very good. Love what we're doing here. Now we're trying to stretch the defense because they're taking everything from us in the middle. and good play call, bringing it around. And they're going to mark this one a first down. So now we got trips to the right, Tua in the shotgun, Tua hands it off again, run up the middle. Lindsey makes, is that Lindsey or whoever it is? Lindsey makes more out of this than he had. There was nowhere to go. Look at him stuffing these holes. Nowhere to go. What does he do? He patiently allows the block in the back, but they don't call it. And he squeezes through. Very good job. Making something out of nothing. Trips to the right, one to the left. Now, y'all, want y'all to notice something here. Remember early in the game? Remember how tight of coverage they were playing early in the game? Now they're backing up. You remember how tight they were playing early in the game? Now they're giving cushion across the board. Look at all that cushion with Gesicki. Waddle is actually uncovered off the line of scrimmage. So they're giving cushion and in the zone. Only guy they're manning up is Parker because he ain't really blowing past nobody. He a 50-50 threat, so just stay close to him. But this is the type of offense that Tua should be able to thrive in and eat in. I haven't seen past this point, I don't think. But I'm telling y'all, this is the type of defense right here that Tua should have his success. Let's see what he does. Tua back to pass, throws in the flat. Great job. I saw that by Gesicki. I want y'all to notice. See, this is a pick play, but it's a legal one because Gesicki sells it well. I don't know if they're going to show you. Yeah, they don't really show it, so I'll show the frame this way. Simplistic offense, y'all. We know where we want to go with the ball. This ball ain't designed for nobody on the right side. It is only designed for two-man action. Mike Gesicki, pick off the linebacker and throw it in the flat. Look at Gesicki. Look at Gesicki rounding up to get in the guy's way. See, he made the guy go wide. Go wide. You see that? We get the catch. We get the first down. That's what our offense is, y'all. So basic, you need stuff like this. This is what you need. Now, at first, I didn't like the spot that they gave Gaskins. But under further review, it was correct. Right here, his knee is going down. He's not at the 42 yet. And he stretches over the 42 now, but he was already down about a half a yard before that. I didn't like the spot during the game, but as I see it now, it makes all the sense in the world. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me go to the sky view of the play. So, sky view of the play. As you can see, the 42-yard line, the 47-yard line is the first down. His knees are already slightly down. Right here, his knees are down half a yard short. So it actually was a good spot by the ref. During the game, I was like, they cutting us short. And he kind of like rolled past so the refs actually spotted it right. And here we are on 2nd and 1. Wait, no. This ain't 2nd and 1. This is like 3rd down. Jacoby Brissett comes in. Now, nobody liked this play call. And I got to defend this play call. This is chess. You're playing chess, right? You called the play before you knew what the defense was in. You called the play before you knew what the defense is in. Every time we bring Jacoby Brissett in the game, what do we do with Jacoby Brissett, ladies and gentlemen? We done did it 10 times this year, and we've done the same thing every time. What did we do with Jacoby Brissett? Let me know in the comment section. What do we do with Jacoby Brissett every time? Somebody will get it right. It's simple. We quarterback sneak with Jacoby. We quarterback sneak. Every time we do this for inches, we put Jacoby in the game, we quarterback sneak. So great job by the offensive coordinators who said the Saints, I'm sure, did their homework. If Jacoby comes in the game, they're going to be thinking quarterback sneak, so they're going to clog the middle. The problem is the OCs would have never known that the Saints are going to have a freaking 7-man line of scrimmage. And they bring it wide. They bring the whole box in. So it was a right thought process. They're thinking quarterback sneak. We're going to fake it and roll out. That's a good concept. This is a perfect time to fake the quarterback sneak and roll out. The reality is you call the play playing chess, saying, I know that they know that we're going to be doing a quarterback sneak. So we're going to switch it up on them. But the Saints were disciplined and played great defense. Look at them. They clogged the middle. It got faked. And to be quite honest with you, right here, I'm going to tell you why this play didn't work. Mac Hollins blew this play. Mac Hollins blew this play. It was a great play call, and it would have worked. Jacoby would have been able to run. Let me show you. Right here, Lindsey has one guy, and Jacoby should have been rolling out with nobody but that safety, and it wasn't enough time for the safety to get there, plus he got to worry about a throw. But number 20, coming across the formation, that's the X factor. That's the guy that if Mac Hollins seals like he's supposed to, this play works. Mac Hollins missed him. Mac missed him. So Mac says, hey, well, let me go out and see if I can do something. He put his hands on him. You see it. Mac went to him. Oh, couldn't get him. Mac goes out. Now, do we want Jacoby right here to try to thread a needle to Mac? No. Number 20 made this play. Number 20 made the play. Otherwise, Jacoby would have been up that sideline running out of bounds for the first down. Now, y'all say Brissett should have just thrown it to Hollins? Where? Y'all really want him making that across his body throw? Right here, you want him throwing across his body? Y'all better stop that mess. Look at number 53 right here, waiting on him to throw it so he could jump. Y'all really want Jacoby Brissett out of all people throwing across his body? And you could tell Mac wasn't even supposed to be running that route. He just knew he blew it and missed his block and said, well, let me be an option. Because look, he ain't running no more. Look, guys in the same area. Guys are in the same area. So this ain't a bad play call. Saints just read it well, and we missed our block. Look at Hollins on this. Comes to the line to block, try to get to the second level, missed them. Y'all really want Jacoby throwing across his shoulder right here? I don't think so. I'm not. I ain't got them kind of expectations on him. I know he ain't a good quarterback. See, because if that play worked, we ain't talk about bad play call. If Mac Hollins seals that block, we don't talk about bad play call. It's amazing to me that every time something don't work, it's a bad play call. Every team run plays that don't work, y'all. How is it going to be a bad play call when you don't even know what the defense going to run when they come out? You got to call a play before you even see the defense. Let's keep it moving. Oh, we've been on offense. I forgot we made him turn it over quite a bit. Well, at least punt fast. And that might have been turnovers. All right, here we go. Trips to the left, but we got zone coverage, as you can see. Gesicki is uncovered. And this is, if we throw the ball, this is Tua's strengths. He eats in defenses like this. Not only is it zone, but they giving cushion. See, anybody that runs this, they can't. I don't even know what's going to happen on this drive, but you can't stop the Dolphins when you run this defense. Our offense is designed to beat this defense precisely. I don't know if we're going to trip on this drive and mess it up, but this right here is this is the defense that can't stop us. Let's see what we get. Tua hands it off. Gaskins running. And look at that. Look at that. Remember I said if you want to run the ball, you're going to have to do some form of spreading it out. And that's what we're starting to do. Good run by Gaskins up the middle. Ain't much, but it's still a positive gain, 3 to 4 yards. And now you got 5, 6, 7 in the box. Handoff. Good. Ooh, that's a good little sneaky moving by Gaskins, by the way. See, Gaskins is the better back with good D lines. Them other guys are better with bad D lines because they can get more than what they are supposed to. But Gaskins needs to be the guy against great D lines that squeezes through the tight areas. All right, here we go. 2 by 1. Pistols on both hip for Tua. Tua takes a snap, back to pass. One stays in the block. So right here on this frame, we got a clean pocket, but Eichenberg looked like he might be getting beat around the edge. Parker on the comeback. That's already sealed. No good. You got Gaskins underneath. That's the throw to be made right now. But you also got Waddle. I saw something interesting on this just now. This is a staggered route, I think, because Waddle's in the backfield and he's going to follow Gaskins and double up on what he's doing. Yeah, this must be going to Waddle. This is a staggered route. So look at this. They're going to think that Waddle has an option right here. That's something we've been running a lot of that we're not noticing. We're running a lot of option routes with Waddle. Waddle gets at the point of attack. Depending on the defender, he can go left or right. So I want y'all to pay attention to Waddle. Waddle's guy is, you see this linebacker right here? That's Waddle's guy, the linebacker. So watch what he does on this play. He knows Waddle is probably going to hit that flat because you got Gesicki and them picking. They've been picking all game. So this is conditioned in the defense right now, and that's why the OCs are doing an excellent job. This is a phenomenal play call. The defense is now conditioned to take away that flat area, and look what that defender does. He flies past, and Waddle takes the inside option right behind Gaskins. Gaskins is going to drag the other defenders. I hope Tua hits Waddle instead of Gaskins. Yes, he does. Good job, Tua. Great job, Tua. Yeah, now that's great play calling. Some of y'all may not recognize this, but that is excellent play calling right here. Look at Waddle. I want you to watch Waddle. Oh. Watch Waddle on this play. Waddle out of the backfield. He's going to go right behind Gaskins and option it on the inside. You see that defender? I want you to watch the defender right here. Since that defender is beating Waddle out there, Waddle goes on the inside. Look at the defender already racing. He racing to take it away from Waddle. What does Waddle do? Go right behind Gaskins on the inside. Tua sees it, reads it beautifully. Staggered route. Great execution, great strike from Tua. That's a good throw right there. That's a good throw right there. Look at Tua. Pocket, clean. And let me tell you something what I love about this one too. Eichenberg didn't give up on it. Maybe I should give a sky view. Hits to it. Where the flag, ref? We need a flag too. We could want Tua to step up on this, but you see what I'm talking about, y'all? He gets hit, but he steps up into some of these throws and make them. Bam. Nah, we should have got a flag on that. We didn't get no 15-yarder. Wait, what happened? Oh, this was the cheating play. This was the cheating play. This was the play they cheated us on. They called the offensive holding, and Lord knows ain't nobody hold. And Tua got hit low. And no 15-yarder. Man. This was the cheating play of all cheating plays, man. On one or two of great throws in this game that I really like. Bad call by the refs, man. They robbed us on this one, y'all. They robbed us. They robbed us. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, backed up. Now it's third down and we run the Wildcat. Everybody's like, oh, we suck. Why are we doing this? Because the OCs don't trust our offense to pick up a 3rd and 13. The OCs do not trust us to pick up a 3rd and 13. So instead of throwing a pick six or screwing it up, The OCs say, hey, let's just run this play and we'll punt the ball if necessary. Why they feel that way, I'm not going to live in that world with y'all and argue with y'all. It is what it is. That's what they believe, whether we like it or not. For whatever reason. Okay? All right. Back to the action. Let's see what we got here. But I do got to ask y'all this right now. I think we were somewhere around halftime. Has the O-line been bad? Has the O-line been trash, ladies and gentlemen, against one of the greatest defensive lines in the league right now? Has the O-line really been trash? Yeah, they may have given up one here and there, but have they really been trash against one of the greatest defensive lines in the NFL? Come on, where the haters at? The truth is they haven't. When you consider the fact that they play in one of the best D-lines in the NFL, they ain't been bad. They ain't been spectacular. They ain't been good, but they have been at least slightly above average. They've been fair. And that's all you can really ask for sometimes when you play against dogs, great defensive lines. But we want to just keep pointing at the O-line. Just like that sack fumble earlier. Touchdown should have been there, but we want to blame the O-line. Let's go. Here we go. 2 to the right. They're in a zone concept again. We didn't do anything on the last drive. We would have because Waddle had made that great catch, but they cannot stop us unless the refs cheat when they're in the zone. They're in the zone again. I don't know what's going to happen on this drive, but when they're in zone like this, I got confidence in this offense. We hand it off. Even the run lanes open up when they're in the zone. It's man-to-man that we trash in, y'all, just so you know. We're trashing man-to-man, okay? So good seal. Look at these blocks. Smythe is fighting. Look at that. Robert Hunt with a good seal block. Let me look at Gesicki again. Let me check you out, homie. Let me see if you're earning some money for real. What Gesicki doing? Get his hands on him, pushing. Okay, Gesicki. It ain't great, but I like it. He got the job done. Look at Gesicki. Oh, look at Gesicki. Trying to earn the church's money. I see him. All right, 2 by 1. It looks like a man, but it's still a zone as the running back switches sides, so nobody follows. And Gesicki is really uncovered, so we got another blanket zone on the back end, but we got a handoff again. Few yards, but we got a flag again. I don't know what the flag was for. Let me see where we were at. We were at the 35. Let me see where we're at after the flag. So they took it backwards, so obviously another offensive holding. Don't know where that came from. It's almost like they were trying to get the Saints some rest. I don't know who was holding, but whatever. Now, so we got long distance again. But now you got Waddle's guy outside leverage. Gesicki's uncovered. So we got zone coverage again. This is Tua all day. Back to pass. Hits Waddle. That's room. We're going to have that all day. Great throw. Great little slant ran. This is the stuff teams give us. This is where we get all our yards. This is where we eat. Zone coverage. Can't be stopped. Why they switched to it, don't know, but that's their business. Clean pocket. Got them. Let's go. Next play, trips to the left, one to the right. Let's see if somebody go in motion. Yeah, this is another zone concept. All right, we in zone. Tua throws out in the flat. Another one of those. Same thing, reverse side. Watch Gesicki pick him off again. Look at Gesicki. We run the same plays, y'all. Look at Gesicki. He going to pick off the linebacker to get a wide open receiver. Watch Gesicki. You see that leg? Gesicki sticks that leg out there, creates that separation. Up, almost tripped him. Good throw in the flat. That led Waddle, by the way. He led him. I love the placement on this. Got him. First down. Waddle's speed is untouchable. Nothing you can do about that. Good job by Tua. More zone. Here we go. You can tell zone. Gesicki is uncovered. More zone action. Tua, shotgun. Takes the snap. Pause right there. Nothing looks so far. We got a clean pocket so far. Throws on the out with a clean pocket. Waddle speed again, one-on-one. This is another option route for Waddle. Another option route for Waddle. Goes on the outside, gets it. First down. Great throw by Tua. See, the ball placement is getting sharper on them out routes because before the guys had to jump in the air, reach down low, turn around. He's starting to put them balls right out in front where he can catch and keep running. You see, and this is what I be telling y'all. This is what I used to tell y'all. In the past, he catches it, gets tackled, and he's 1 yard short of the first. He catches it, jumps in the air, but right here, he throws it, Waddle jumps in the air, catches it, gets tackled, and we got 1 yard short. Now Tua putting that ball on the string, great execution, get another 8 yards. Clean pocket. You got to give Tua all the credit on this. Clean pocket, but he's the ball placement on this is what we need consistency. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's my quarterback. That's the guy right there that I would say is my quarterback. That's all I be asking for consistently. Waddle ain't had to jump. Waddle ain't had to reach low. Waddle ain't had to turn around in his chest and can go get another 7 yards. That's what I'm talking about. With a good pocket. Trips to the right. More of that. Gesicki is uncovered again. More of that zone action. We eat in zone. Nobody stop us in the zone coverage. Free play. Tua, stop calling it out. Just throw the ball. See if we can get a Hail Mary. But whatever, man. Oh, let's go back. My bad. All right. Trips to the right, one to the left. This one's even worse. Do y'all see? It ain't even a guy on the slot receiver. Now he coming over. But Gesicki's still uncovered. Look at the zone. See, we took a shot to Parker one-on-one. I'm not mad at the shots. I'm not mad at the shot. But again, when you got all this cushion in the slot and you know the routes that are being made, you got to go ahead and hit your underneath guy right away. Look at this. And Gesicki's blocking the guy off if you hit him, and he's running up the field. His back is turned. I understand taking the shot with the 50-50, but if you know the play, you got to hurry up and get rid of that ball right here. And they sent the blitz, by the way. We'll look at the O-line. Ain't nothing the O-line could have did in this situation with that blitz. But you got to hit that underneath guy right away. And Tua, don't move your legs next time. Get that 15 yards or it could end your season. So I get it. So look at this, y'all. Look at the blitz coming. They're going to send two. Look at that. They send them both at the center to confuse them. They send both of them at the center to confuse them. Now, this ain't a stunt. Whoever said that in the comment section, O-line can't handle the stunt. This ain't no stunt. They sending 6 and there's only 5 blockers. That's why the one guy gets through free. And another thing, you're alert. When you see that blitz coming, that means you got a wide open guy coming underneath. That's your alert. But you toss it out to Parker when we need to toss that underneath. And he still be running. But hey, you take a shot. I ain't going to be mad, but that's almost an interception. Thank God Parker kind of played defense on that. But for those who trying to make that on the O-line, they sent one more than you could block. What you want them to do? 5 blockers. Gaskins didn't even chip. They said everybody got one guy, even though that's a massive hold in the middle with the center. But it don't matter. He held long enough. They sent one more guy than they could handle. That should have been a holding call on the O-line, but it is what it is. But here's what Tua, and I'm not trying to compare, but this is what Mac Jones is really good at. If that blitz coming up the middle, he know he got his alert coming right across the field underneath. Bam. And you hit that right away, and that guy's still running. You make them pay for them blitzes. You make them pay for those blitzes. Oh, y'all say it was a flag on the center? Well, holding. There you have it. There you have it. And hey, if he didn't hold, it might have been the Buffalo game. Tua might have been out, I guess. And it was a blitzer. It was one of the blitzers coming through. It is what it is. That's a moment where they sent one more than we could block. We'll blame the O-line, but hey, it is what it is. All right, trips to the right, one to the left. Now they're playing tight coverage. All of that bending that they did, all of that bending they were doing, giving cushion, playing zone. Now they want to be in a man-to-man concept. Now you want to be in a man-to-man concept. But this is Tua's throw of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about this one. This is Tua's throw of the night to Durham Smythe. I don't care what other throw you liked, even the Mac Hollins one. This was his throw of the night. In my opinion, this was his throw of the night. So let's play it. All right, here we go. Man to man. I want you to notice, bam, stop right here. Who's open? Who's open? Ain't nobody open. Ain't nobody open. Right now, there's a clean pocket because Tua's sitting in it. And I got to also, listen, I got to give the O-line and Tua credit on this play. I'm not going to shy away from giving the O-line love. They worked in unison. The quarterback worked in unison with his O-line. I give Tua more credit because he navigated it perfectly. But I give the O-line credit because I'm about to show you an O-line that never gave up. All it took was one person to give up, and he was screwed. And they never gave up. But nobody was open on this play. Tua stepped up, in a guy in his face, made an amazing throw with a guy in his face. But let's watch these trenches. Let's watch these trenches. They send 5. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 5-on-5. And the running back, now it's 4-on-5, but they didn't know because the guy came and got the running back. Now watch this. Jesse Davis on the right edge. It looks like he's beat, right? Let's watch Jesse Davis. Never gave up. Good step up by Tua, by the way. They worked in unison. This is what I used to tell y'all early on. It doesn't matter that Jesse Davis getting beat like this. Tua step up. See, we wanted to blame Jesse Davis every time this happened, but that's the quarterback's job to step up. Tua did it. Bam. That's number 1, right? Number 2, let's talk about Robert Hunt. We want to go down the line on this. Jesse Davis beat around the edge, never gave up to let the guy cut in the Tua. Tua stepped up and did what was right for Jesse Davis. Now let's look at Robert Hunt. Robert Hunt getting beat, swim move, coming right up the line of Tua. Oh, crap. But what does Robert Hunt do? He doesn't give up. He continues to push the guy forward. He don't just let him go. He pushes him forward. Do you see that? You're getting beat, but you didn't give up. You didn't give up. Now you got Dieter. The guy's coming. What does Dieter do? Keep fighting. Tua step up in that. Tua navigated this pocket so perfect, and the O-line not giving up allowed him to navigate it perfectly. Nothing there. You can't tell me Tua can't make these NFL window throws because this is not open. Look at the tight end in the corner. It is not open. So I don't want to hear nothing. When I say NFL open, a play can still be made. This is what I be talking about. That is still NFL open. You got inside leverage on the middle of the field. Perfect placement. First down. Big boy throw. Best throw of the night. Care nothing about no Mac Hollins go route that was short, if you ask me. That was the big boy throw of the night. because he navigated the pocket perfectly. Navigated the pocket perfectly. Great job, Tua Tagovailoa, and good job, O-line, by not giving up, even though you were struggling on that one. All it took was one guy to give up, Robert Hunt, and Tua would be on his back. So they out here fighting, man. They out here fighting. They ain't supposed to be perfect, but this is why I defend them so much. They still fighting. They ain't just giving up. They out here trying their very best and allowing Tua to make, giving him enough to make enough plays. This is why I defend them so much. This is why I defend the O-line so much. But even greater by Tua on that, working with them to that's some Brady stuff right there. That's how Brady do it. Brady feel his O-line better than anybody in the league. That's some Brady stuff right there, and I love it. Good job, Tua. Great job, Tua. Excellent job, Tua. Next play, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. We got another man-to-man concept. Tua throws. I don't like the ball placement on this. Over to the sideline. Think he still should have kept it out in front and allowed Waddle to try to make that shoulder catch. But I think he sailed it 2 feet further than where he should have. Now, this is that Alabama throw that I never liked. Let me explain to y'all. This is that Alabama throw that I never liked. Tua starts to play looking right, knowing he ain't finna throw the ball right. I told y'all this earlier in the game. He'll start to play looking right, but he ain't even gonna throw to the right. He know he ain't. He just trying to hold the safety a little. And as soon as he looked left, without reading the defense, he let it fly. It scares me about him. In Alabama, the guy was wide open, but this is the NFL. Looks right, looks left, let it fly. And not good placement. 2 feet inbounds would have been a better throw. Agreed, TD. O-line has definitely improved. Don't worry, they're going to trash him every chance they get. Now, let's look at this one right here. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. Father, forgive Jesse Davis, for he know not what he do. The first play that we could just blatantly say, God dog, the O-line failed us. I'm talking about blatantly. This happened so fast. That happened so fast. Father, forgive Jesse Davis, for he know not what he do. But he going against one of the best defensive ends in the NFL. Get off me. And that was fast. Nobody was open. Nothing Tua could have done on this play. There ain't nothing I feel. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people will say he should have stepped up and felt it right here. You could argue that, but I ain't finna trip on him. That was just a great move by Jordan, man. That was just a great move. Speed on the edge, too. We would love Tua to step up here, but beggars can't be choosers. That happened so fast. Tua's too busy processing the secondary, and nothing was open, by the way. This is just a good, nobody open in the secondary. There ain't no anticipation throw that I see open when I looked at it. And the defender on the edge made a play. Ain't nothing Tua could have did in this play other than run. But again, he's trying to look, bam, right here. He's looking at the defense like, is anything going to materialize? Just that slight thought is going to get him sacked. But any quarterback is going to get sacked on this play. Just ate my words. Any quarterback is going to get sacked on this play. Unless you take off, unless you one of those run-first quarterbacks. Right here, the run-first quarterback, he either going to run out here in the flat or he going to hit you with one of them spin moves. Take one step inside and spin back around. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know that spin move right here that gets him around the edge over here? And nothing still would have been open. So it is what it is. This is simply a play that only a mobile quarterback can potentially make something out of it. Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes. Only those guys make something out of this. They fake the inside and roll out. We don't have that. So I guess this is when we finally made a field goal. But we got down the field, zone coverage. A lot of zone until they tightened up at the end and went back in the man. All right, here we go. Maybe this is the touchdown drive because we ain't seen it yet. All right, so now we got a heavy line of scrimmage. We 1 by 1 in the pistol. So now we coming back to this look. But the difference is they man-to-man bump and run. So it'll be tough in that secondary. We'll probably hand this off. Let's see what happens. We got one in motion, Annie being followed. This is man coverage. Yep, handoff. Handoff. You're not going to throw it. That bump and run coverage, listen, we don't want no picks. And look at this. They already ready. They ready to shut down that short stuff. Look at them. They were prepared for it. I want y'all to notice that. Look how predictive our offense is. We didn't even run it this time. Look how predictive our offense is. The receiver goes in motion. He's either going to hit the flat or hit the wheel. Tight end is supposed to go out in the flat, and Waddle is supposed to run the slant. We don't even do it on this play, but the defense plays it. Look at this. They got two guys with a third guy going out on two people. Why? They taking away the wheel. He's about to chase Waddle's flat, and this guy is going to come down to Gesicki's flat. They prepared for it. They're prepared for it. But that's why we should be able to run the ball out of that, but we still can't because that's a great front. Everybody knows our plays. Everybody knows our plays. Trips to the left. You see Gesicki uncovered again. So that's a good indication that we got some form of zone. Tua hands it off again. Run to the right. We're going to lose yards. See, and this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. When we get these looks, we got to throw that ball. When you get this look, you got to throw the ball. Not only is you recognize zone, but you also got cushion. But the play is already called, and they are not allowing this man to audible. They can't be. They can't be. Free releases off the line. No, they can't be allowing him to audible. So look, 5 defenders chasing. Making it tight on this offense. Now, is this the play? Is this the third down? No, because we got Hollins over here. So 2 by 1, man coverage, bump and run, but you got Waddle with all the cushion depending on if he stays outside or inside. So this is a potential big gain, especially if you flexing Gesicki out, which is going to hold that defensive end there. Tua's back to pass. Tua steps up, throws deep middle. This is the pick. So let's break this down. Let's break this down. Up until this point, I give the offensive line a B plus B minus, excuse me, not a plus, a B minus in my opinion. They still operating at a B minus. Up to this point, I'm giving Tua Tagovailoa a B minus as well. I kind of got him congruent with the old line. This play right here knocked it to a straight flat out C minus. Now there was a lot of opportunity we missed in this game, but that's where I had him at this point. This play knocked him down to a C minus. He did some things later in the game that built it back up to a B minus. But let's talk about this play. Let's talk about this play. Well, first, let's go back to the sky view. So Gesicki flexed out. So we're going to pause right here, right? Okay. So I see what Tua sees. Okay. And another thing, this is another case of the O-line not giving up and Tua stepping up appropriately. I see what Tua sees. First of all, this was zone coverage. So what happens in this, and it looks like a is it 3 or 4? It looks 4. So cover 2. So the thing is, the threat on this play is Waddle. Waddle is the indicator. Waddle is going to pass this first level and pull the safety to stay in that area, okay? Waddle's going to pull the safety to stay in that area, keep them flat, right? But this is almost like another staggered route. Both guys headed in the same direction. Here's the issue. I saw from the backfield view what Tua saw, and we'll show that in a moment. Tua wants to put this ball, ladies and gentlemen, smack dab at the 50-yard line in the middle of the logo. Like, this is a straight up 50-yard line, middle of the logo look right here. Tua sees it. This is an anticipation throw that I actually have to give him credit for seeing. He just screwed it up. But when I watched the replay, I realized he did not read the field whatsoever. Waddle held this guy somewhat in place instead of collapsing to the middle. He had him flat on the narrow because he didn't know if Waddle was going to break outside or not. That's why this decision has to be made right now. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, this was not a bad decision by Tua. I know everybody want to talk about Waddle underneath, and yes, I did conclude that Waddle would have been the better decision, but the decision Tua made was not bad. He just threw it bad. Okay, I see what he sees. Now, the problem is, even if he would have threw this ball perfect, it would have been tight, but it could have been a 50-50 bang-bang in the air between three defenders. It still could have been a play that was made. But he doesn't throw it in the trajectory of Hollins. He just throws it straight up to the safety, pretty much. I don't know. It's just a bad ball by Tua. There ain't no excusing that. The problem is, if you were really reading the field, the main indicator on this, your first level is supposed to read this safety. He's flat. That means he's dropping off a Waddle. Then you're supposed to read the middle linebacker on this field. The problem is, not only did the middle linebacker chase Hollins for the deep ball, he completely turned his back. Now, the ball ain't out to a hand yet. Now, once again, anticipation. If you can see that this guy got his back turned, then if you know your playbook, you know Waddle is about to be wide open. And if Waddle would have caught that ball, Waddle would have been on the races up the sideline, man. Waddle jump. See, that's that frustration jump. I want y'all to watch Waddle at the end. Watch that frustration jump. Watch Waddle. Jump. Ugh. Oh, let me go stop him. He did pick it off. That's that frustration jump that the receivers do. You got me, bro. Ah, crap. That's that frustration jump. I saw what Tua saw. But when that linebacker dropped, you had glorious heaven right here. But the problem was he was already cocked back. So let's look at the point of decision making. Right here, he already made his decision. So when you look at it from this perspective right here, y'all, I see what he saw. He's cocking back right now. This is why I'm not going to kill him for this. He was cocking back right here. But another half a second, and he would have saw Waddle. And once again, plays like this, you already know where you want to go with the ball. He knew that whole time. Look at his head. Look at his head. Look at him. He just looking at the same route the whole time. He ain't looking at nothing else anyway. Look at him. Looking at it, just staring at it. He ain't never lose his eye focus, and that's why you gotta praise him on that pocket presence right there. He didn't even care about the pocket. He was navigating it without looking because he kept his eyes on Holland the whole time. Even had that shoulder shrug move, but he just wasn't accurate with the throw. Just wasn't accurate with the throw. Let's look at the sky view. The trenches. Look what he does in the trenches. They faked the blitz and they sent a 3-man rush, had everybody confused, but it didn't matter. Eichenberg didn't give up and Jesse Davis didn't give up, and all Tua need to do is step up one step and both of them get back to secure their block. That's what he did, and both of them fell. Both of them was nothing, neutralized. He was looking at Hollins the whole time. Look at Tua's eyes. Hollins, he wanted to go there, but just a bad throw, bro. Just a bad throw. And when he threw it, he knew it right away. Watch how still Tua body goes. As soon as he lets that ball go, he knew he screwed up. Watch how still his body goes. Watch his body. Throws it, still. Look at him back there. Just standing. The ball's still in the air. Just standing. It stays there. Doesn't even move. Shocked. Shocked. Shocked, shocked, shocked. I saw what he saw, but he was a half a second late. Half a second late, man. Anyway, I'm going to move on from it. I ain't going to hamper on it. Everybody has mistakes like that. Every quarterback throws one a game just about. It is what it is. But that's what pushed me down to a C- at that time for Tua. Because, again, we talk about we need to figure out how to get some points, and that wouldn't hurt us. Now, again, here goes a drive where every time he throws a pick, sometimes he does a really good job answering the call. Y'all stop with the cap. Stop with the foolishness. Anybody in their right mind say Hollins ran the wrong route? It don't matter what route he ran. The defender would have been there. Y'all stop that mess. Y'all just stop that crap. Hollins ran the wrong route. No matter what route that man ran, the defender would have been there. Boy, some of y'all is just bad off with this, man. This is why people give Tua so much crap, because of y'all. People give Tua crap because of people like that. Hollins ran the wrong route. Gotta be kidding me. Sad, man. Y'all making it bad for that kid. Y'all call people haters. Y'all the reason he get the flack he get. Trips to the left, man. Let's go. So I want y'all to look at this first play. We got man-to-man concept. Bump and run on Waddle now. They trying to neutralize all that stuff. Bump and run to Parker on the outside. Single high safety, but it's fine because that's where all the action look like it's going to be. They ready to stop the run if necessary. Tight end is covered, blanketed. Look like he got a shell potentially. Tua gonna have a tight throw because it's man-to-man. Man-to-man across the board. Parker running a slant. Waddle running a slant. The guy's breaking for the flat. And honestly, it's almost like we should have hit the flat and he would have possibly had an opportunity to turn up one-on-one. But that's a tight throw. Bat it down. Great defense. This is what I be telling y'all about man-to-man coverage, bump and run. It ain't much you can do. Your receiver got to be perfect and your quarterback got to be perfect. And I like the throw, but great coverage. Ain't much you can do. Now they go right back into a zone. Why? I don't know. But we hand it off anyway, so it don't matter. And we don't really get nothing. Half a yard, maybe one. And this is where the rubber met the road. This is where the rubber met the road. Third down. We just threw a pick, and now we struggling on third down. And we got man coverage across the board. One-on-ones. But look at which side doesn't have safety help. You got Waddle underneath, uncovered. And you see which side doesn't have safety help. So that's where you're going to take your shot no matter what. It didn't matter what was going to happen on this play. We knew pre-snap where we were going with the ball. Man-to-man across the board, no safety over there. We're taking a shot with Holland. Why? Because it's man-to-man. And we don't have our simple slants dialed up here. We don't have none of our simple slants dialed up. Nothing there. Hey, take the shot to Holland. And a good shot it was. He got to slow down a little, but he makes the catch. Beautiful throw. Good connection. First down. This is a big play for us. Clean pocket. Gets hit late at the end, but gives him enough time to make the play. And guess what? This is NFL open, not college open, and this is what we need to see from Tua more consistently. This is the second one in 2 years that I've seen throwing in stride, led out in front. Y'all know how I always say I don't never see none led out in front in stride. This is the second one I've seen. One of them was Gesicki on the same side on a post. Kind of a broken down play, but he made it. He put it out in front of him. This is only the second time in 2 years Tua has thrown a ball in stride deep on the money that was caught. Somebody said this wasn't in stride. This is in stride. I know he had to slow down a little and adjust, but you ain't asking for perfection. This is in stride to me. Yeah, he hesitated a little, but that's in stride. That's in stride to me. You may not say it's in stride, but that counts in my book. But look at Tua putting everything he got into it. Ugh! Boy, he be cocking that arm back and throwing it as far as he can. Look, that's why I be telling people he ain't gonna get that ball past 45 yards ever. Ugh! Never. Connects at the 50. Let's see where he threw it from. He connects at the 50, 40, 49. I'll give him another yard. 49. Where he throw it from? The 7-yard line. So that's 33. So this is like a 30. What? How many yards is this? 30, 36 or something? Hold on. He threw it from the 7. And the ball went all the way to, so we'll stop 50 right now. That's the 50-yard line. His legs split. So 43 yards. That's not a touchdown no matter how it's thrown. I mean, some could argue that. Watch Holland's hesitation. You got to watch Holland's hesitation at this point right here. It was a slight hesitation. And I agree, it wouldn't have been a touchdown. He would have got his legs clipped at the best. So now, this is what Colin Cowherd was talking about. Tua makes a heck of a throw. How do we get up to the 45? Oh, after the catch, him falling forward. Must have been. Because he caught it right there around the 49, and he falls forward. Okay. So this is what Colin Cowherd was talking about. So you finally get a big play from Tua, and now all the gadgets come out. You hand it off, flea flicker, Waddle gets lost in the sauce, wide open, great throw by Tua, adds another 25 yards just about. Now you're bringing out all the stops. Great protection. Of course, flea flicker helps. O-line's still looking fine to me. Next play, you hand it off to Duke. He actually is a big boy on this. Bam. That's just miraculous. That's wheel there. 9 yards, first down. They bottled up the run again, but Duke said, I got to get this. Ooh, nice. Was that Duke or Lindsey? I think it was Duke. Now they got the Wildcat, more gimmick plays, running it up the middle, picks up another 5 yards. Now Tua gonna pitch it to Waddle with some misdirection. Oh, wait, no. They running on this. Run up the middle, 2 yards. Typical stuff. Man, I wish Tua would pull those and run it. It was Duke. Appreciate that. And now the last play, you get some action. Think this might be the last play. Nope. Tua back to pass. We got a flag on this one, I think. And Tua pretty much throws up a 50-50 and gets killed. I got to see what happened on this. I felt like we had Waddle right away. Waddle, look at that. See, this would have been like that throw he threw a few weeks ago with Waddle sitting down at the goal line. You just stick it in there. You got to make that throw right there. You also got Smythe on the outside. That's NFL open. Down at the bottom of the screen, we got options here. Waddle, if you throw a bullet, that's a touchdown. Bam, just like you did a few weeks ago. It was a miraculous throw Tua made. And then you got Smythe at the bottom of the screen, floating that ball over. That's a touchdown too. Yeah, Smythe is the option. We never even looked that way. Smythe would have been the perfect option. And Gaskins runs a little stunt inside and reverses back outside, but we never see him on that. He had his man beat too. There was a lot of options on this play, but thankfully we got a pass interference. I think it was a pass interference. I think it was. Somebody said it doesn't matter flag. What do you mean it doesn't matter flag? If you would have scored, it did matter. You didn't have to worry about first and goal from the 1. What happened on first and goal from the 1? We got stuffed. Bam, nowhere. I mean, you don't want to have to take other plays, so it do matter. You want to get that touchdown on a penalty. You want to get that touchdown on the penalty. It still ain't no guarantee you're going to get in. But thankfully, we run this little action in another gadget play because you ran the running back out in the flat, had the whole defense going that way. Look at all the linebackers. Look at all the linebackers on the gadget play. You had Duke or Lindsey. I got to get their numbers right. Look at all the linebackers. 3, 4, 5 guys follow him. Even the guy right in front of Waddle who could have blown it up was worried about Lindsey. Whoever, Duke, whoever it was. Everybody headed that way. Gimmick play. Waddle picks his lanes appropriately. Touchdown. Touchdown. And that's the first and only touchdown this offense scores in the game. The first and only 40-yard pass springed it, and we got another 4 gimmick plays to get into the touchdown. Right? At that point, honestly, the game was over. That's why I start calling it trash time for both sides of the football. This was all trash time at this point. And we pretty much ran the ball a lot. We kind of took the ball, I believe, out of Tua's hands almost for the rest of the game, just about. Made a few. Okay, here was another one. Trips to the left. Waddle in the flat. This is a play I feel like nothing's really open outside of Gaskins underneath, but then you'd be pushing it. This was a compacted play. Tua does a good job rolling out on this. He got Hollins with inside leverage potentially, but I say run the ball or throw it away, and this is where he got rocked. Big boy play from him, making a play. Appreciate the sacrifice he made on this one. Good run on this and good sacrifice. I think they did hit him in the helmet. It should have been 15 yards, but they didn't call it. This was the 4th and 1 everybody was mad about. Why didn't we go for it? Why didn't we go for it? Why go for it? Our defense is playing great. We don't need to stress nothing because if we don't get it and they miraculously get the 28 yards and score a touchdown, now you're in a tight situation again. You'd be in a tight situation once again. I think it was like 17-3 at this point. Why go for it if you miss it and they score 17-10? Now you're down by 1. Why? Why? Give them momentum in their home building. Punt the ball. Let them go the length of the field, which is not likely because our defense is that good. So punt the ball. All right, we got Waddle in motion. They do a jet sweep. Waddle in traffic, going to get about 4 yards, maybe 5, even 6 looks like. So again, they're gonna try to run the ball on the ground a lot here. Fakes the handoff. Okay, we got another passing play. I don't know what this was going on. Yeah, we got to break this down because it absolutely made no sense. This one right here made absolutely no sense. But good job by Tua of finding an open guy. But we got to break this down. I want y'all to watch the routes being run here. Something ain't adding up. Were we supposed to hand this off or something? I don't know. Watch the routes. Look at Gesicki and Waddle. I think they're picking. They're trying to pick the guy off for the flat, but it ain't there. Gesicki and Waddle both coming out at the same time. Y'all see that? That's just something weird. I think this was another one read where they wanted to hit the running back out of the backfield by setting up a pick, but this time it didn't work. And Tua's patience getting out of the pocket, still found the open receiver, got him, first down. Okay, let's look at this O-line play. So far, the O-line has been very fair. I mean, borderline really decent. Yeah, something was really off on this play. I knew it. I knew something wasn't adding up. You also had a running back in Tua had miscommunication. They just went the wrong way. I think this might have actually was supposed to be a handoff. Just, yeah, something wasn't adding up on this play. The running back, they're not even in the same, in unison. Eichenberg, Tua does a good job escaping the pressure that Eichenberg allowed. But I think that was supposed to be a handoff going the other way, and Eichenberg didn't even think that it wouldn't be that way. It was just weird. But we got an empty backfield on this one, man to man, but they're giving too much cushion. That's money for us. Throw a fade this time. Just not a good throw on that one from Tua. He just put it up there, but didn't even really give him a chance. This ball should have been towards the pylon. Already knew where he wanted to go, but that ball should have been towards the pylon. I don't know what that was about. A little physical, but not enough to get a flag on it. But he didn't really even have a chance. Let me see the sky view again. It don't matter everybody else's route because we locked eyes anyway. Look, the other side, you would have had Waddle wide open on that. Look at Parker coming across the middle. Some opportunity, but we already knew where we were going. We were going. You know what? I'm not even going to put this on Tua. Let me tell you what I think they were doing here. This ain't on Tua. This is just he was never going to look at anybody else anyway. I think we're late in the game. We're going to win the game. Gesicki ain't did nothing all day. Let's try to get him the ball. That's what I think they're trying to do here. I think this is just a simple case of, okay, Gesicki, we're going to give you a shot. We're going to try to throw something up your way. We didn't get you the ball all game. We know we're going to win this game at this point. Gesicki couldn't even put his arms up to try. But again, y'all know how I feel about it. Gesicki shouldn't even be having to turn his body. Put that ball out in front and let the big man see. This shouldn't even that's my thing. This shouldn't even be happening. Gesicki should not have to be identifying where the ball is and adjusting his body. His size, put that ball out in front of him, let him go up and get it. Not no back shoulder stuff. Just put the ball up. Pistol, probably gonna run it again. Yep, run the ball. We just really trying to eat clock. Ain't trying to get fancy. Especially after that Gesicki. Now we empty out again. Gonna pause right here. And honestly, you got Gesicki again. I don't know what we were doing. You got Gesicki again, though. And honestly, you got Waddle on the wheel route too. Jesus. Oh, you got Gesicki and Waddle. And we're already looking at Smythe like, okay, we're going to run the post to Smythe. But I don't know what Tua was doing. He wasn't running no post. He was trying to hit Gaskins, but overthrew the ball. He was trying to go for the first read, but that linebacker was going to destroy Gaskins. Oh, my Jesus. Oh. If Gaskins, oh my gosh. That guy was going to destroy. Oh, he did destroy Gaskins. And Gaskins laying on the ground. You don't throw that. You don't throw that. But you had Waddle and Gesicki. See, these are those plays once again. Gesicki one-on-one right there. And that's a Tua throw he can make too. That's a Tua throw. That's a Tua throw. He can make that to Gesicki. I know he can. But he already know where he wants to go with the ball, like always. And look at Waddle. Oh, my gosh. And Waddle mad. Oh, Waddle mad. Oh, look at Waddle. Waddle is mad. Look at Waddle at the end of the play. I told y'all they be mad. I'm telling y'all, Waddle and them do not be happy. They do not be happy. They be like, I'm open, but he already know where he going with the ball. You can't be mad. It's just like when they go to you, Waddle. They already know they going to you, so don't be mad. Watch Waddle at the end of this play. He at the bottom of the screen, y'all. Watch Waddle. Oh my gosh, Waddle like, I can't wait for Watson. Hey, I had to throw that little jab in there. It's natural, y'all. Waddle like, where's Watson when you need him? Look at Waddle. Waddle is heated. Waddle is heated. Oh, Waddle is mad. Gesicki like, I ain't got the energy to be mad no more. Oh my gosh, man. But look at Tua's eyes the whole time. He already know where he going with the ball. It don't matter what's wide open on the other side. We already know. He only going to give you the textbook throw. We run this in practice. Let me hurry up and get it to Gaskins. It don't matter what the defense is in. It don't matter what the defense is running. Field goal. So Tua done missed out on about 3 to 4 touchdowns in this game. Obviously. We done missed out on about 3 to 4 touchdowns in this game. But I can't get over this Waddle, man. This Waddle. Waddle with it. 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 Waddle. Oh, Waddle mad, boy. Oh, Waddle mad. Waddle like, that was my 2 touchdowns. See, Waddle deserves to be an all-pro. Let me say that again. Waddle deserves to be an all-pro. I have seen enough from Waddle to know that he is a 1,500-yard, freaking 20-touchdown receiver a year. Waddle is going to get a touchdown every game with an elite quarterback and maybe 2 in some games and 1,500 yards. All-pro. Waddle deserved to be an all-pro his rookie year, but he's been dealing with a lot of this. Waddle has had to deal with a lot of this, ladies and gentlemen. You see that? You know how many times I done seen Waddle put his hands up like this? You know how many weeks we do film study and Waddle by 2 to 3 times a game is doing this with his hand? And then he jumps off his feet. It's a problem, man. But it is what it is. TD, you're gonna make two ears hate Waddle. LOL. They gonna say he wants the stats and the ball every time. Well, if he open every time, you give him the stats and the ball every time. Only Dolphin receivers put their hands up, ladies and gentlemen. LOL. You right about that, T Rich. Because only Dolphin receivers get open and never get the ball when they do. Only for the big plays. Only Dolphin receivers. Yes, I played football finding Vegas homes. Yes, I have. Waddle with it, waddle with it, waddle with it, waddle with it. Get in there. Yeah. Field goal. All right, this should be us ending the game pretty much, running a few pistol handoffs, hand it off. Another handoff, toss to the right, just eating clock. Another one up the middle, trying to eat clock. Another one, eating clock. Last play of the game. This should be the last one. That's pretty much it. We run this, and that's the end of the game, y'all. And that's the end of the game, pretty much. Okay. All them other runs were non-consequential. The defense knew what we were doing. So overall, grade the offensive line in that film study. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. We already know we got some of the two and nears who gonna make sure that they're F. But grade the O-line. Because I don't watch O-lines in the NFL with worse defenses playing against them look worse than that. I gave the O-line a flat C. I gave him a flat C. T-Rich, we know you an F. We know you're going to give him an F. I gave him a flat C. Okay, C plus, B minus, C plus. I'm ignoring all y'all Fs because y'all just the biased people. You're showing yourself. C plus, C, B plus, but Tua needs an elite level O-line to do anything special. I agree with that. C minus, fair. C plus, okay. C plus, C, C plus, C plus, C. O-line did good. They get a C, like you said. Yep. B minus. 9 pressures on about 10 progression plays plus holding calls. All right. C plus, C minus, C minus. Okay. Tua and ears given. Now, what grade you give Tua in this game? What grade do you give Tua in this game? What grade did you give Tua in this game? After looking at the film, I had him at around a C plus. I had him around a C plus. What grade you give Tua? C, C, C. I'm ignoring y'all Fs because y'all the opposite haters. B minus, C minus, B minus, C plus for Tua, B minus, D, C. C plus. Interception was the only bad throw. Was it? That won the Gaskins just now was too. Tua outperformed the O-line. Okay. C, B, okay. All right. I think a lot of people being real fair. B minus. Tua gets a B minus. Okay. Tua averages a C plus every game. That's fair. I was giving him a few B minuses recently. You know, I've been giving him a lot of B minuses. I think one game I even gave him a flat B. Tua needs to take a season off and fix his game. C minus, too many missed touchdowns. Okay. Yeah, I gave him a C plus. I gave him a C plus. He took what the defense gave him in a lot of situations. Well, he missed a lot of things they gave him in a lot of situations too. But he did enough to not lose the game. Pick was egregious. He did step up and make the deep throw to Hollins, something that I don't be thinking I think he'd be scared to do, but he did it. Like I said, I gave him a C plus. That's the thing. Tua will never be bad. It's just you want the extra effort. Yeah. And I've always said that Tua ain't no bum, but he ain't doing nothing special ever. Like ever, y'all. Special for Tua is 75% completion percentage, maybe even 80. Against the zone where everybody open on almost every play that he's throwing to, by the way. Nothing special. And I don't like comparing these guys, but what Burrow did Sunday was special. I don't care if he got a better O-line or all this and that. What he did was special. And this is why I always tell people, Herbert had a horrible game. I ain't hear you say nothing about that. He ain't on my team. And another thing about Herbert having a bad game, here's the difference, y'all. So Herbert and Burrow will have this phenomenal all-pro Hall of Fame type game, right? Like Burrow just did. And Herbert done had a few of them himself, right? They'll have this all-pro type game. And then they'll have a bad game, but most of their games are good to very good, right? The problem is our quarterback, he never has an all-pro type game. So when people are like, oh, Herbert had a bad game, everybody has a bad game. The difference is our quarterback only has a bad game or a good game. He don't have a bad game, a good game, and an all-pro game. That's the difference. You can stomach the bad games when sometimes you're having an all-pro game. But when you're having bad games and just good games, you start to look like a mediocre, average, can make a play here and there quarterback. And that's what you call a backup. A good backup. Let me be clear. And that's the truth. I'm not trying to be on him, but that's the difference. Those guys have both given us at least 4 to 5, oh my gosh, games by now. We ain't got one. Arizona, TD, go back and look at that defense. Zone the whole game. We already know he great at zone. I'm just saying. Both of them guys got games over, both of them guys got games over 400, 450 yards. I believe it down in my soul that Tua Tagovailoa will never throw a 400-yard game, ever. And I could be wrong, obviously, but deep down, all y'all probably agree, yeah, I don't see 400 in him. A good day, 330. That's the difference. But Tua has this effect about him that he can easily shock you. Like, oh my gosh, you just see what he did. But we just keep waiting on that moment. Somebody said TD about to eat his words this weekend. Man, give me seconds. If I can eat my words this weekend, you make sure you give me a bowl of seconds. Because I will be proud to eat my words this weekend. That means we beat the Tennessee Titans, and Tua was the main reason why. And here we go, Patriots, and we about to go to the playoffs. Give me seconds. Herbie only threw 400 once in his career. Now, how many times did Herbert throw more than 350 yards, T-Rich? How many times did Tua throw more than 350 yards? The reality is great play. I mean, any quarterback that throws over 300 yards, that's a really good game. 300 ain't easy in this NFL. Over 300 yards ain't easy in this NFL. But the great quarterbacks, they hitting 300 yards at least once every 3 games. I'm talking about the elite quarterbacks. 300 yards is happening easily at least once every 3 games. Two of them played 20-something games, and he might have one. I don't even know. He might have one. I'm just going to give him one because I think he did. I don't remember which one it was, but he might have one. Y'all know me. I could pull it up. You know, I want to see. So let's just look at this season alone. 300-yard games. Let's go with Justin Herbert. 336, 317, 303, 382, 356, Jesus, 398, 338, 337. Gosh, this man got 8 games over 300 yards this year. Out of 15 games, this man got 8 games over 300 yards. You can't make this up. TD is the scheme teaching Tua bad habits, not looking down the field for sake of time release. No, they already had an evaluation on Tua, so they built that offense so he can look good. It's that simple. They ain't got to like it, but it's that simple. You can't make this up. 15 games in, this man got 8 300-yard games. And when you look at them 300-yard games, how many of them over 350? Let me see. Does he have 2 of them at least? 1, 382, 356, 398. He got 3 of them over 350. Herbert done threw for 4,400 yards already. And basically, Herbert is on pace. That man might get 5,000 yards if he averaged 350, 353 in the next 2 games. 33 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. So 2.5 to 1 ratio. And this is what they do. Oh, Herbert had a bad game. Let's see how many times Herbert threw under 200 yards. And I'm not calling that a bad game, you know, but who knows? Because Tua threw for 198 Sunday, and I don't want y'all to think it was a bad game. It was a fair game. Herbert threw for under 200 yards this year once, that's 195, and twice, 195, versus the Ravens and the Vikings. That's it. Twice. Four touchdowns, 0 interceptions versus the Chiefs. 281. Another 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions versus the Browns. 398. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions versus the Giants. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions versus the Raiders. 3-0 versus the Steelers. 382 yards without throwing a pick. Bengals, 3 touchdowns with 1 pick versus the Bengals, 317 yards. TD, is 2 of the reason we win? Not at all. Not at all. Here we are, another game where we didn't need a single offensive point. I want you to think about that. We just played another game where our offense could have scored 0 and we would have still won 7-3. Another game where our offense could have scored 0 and probably would have won. How you going to say? Y'all know the answer to these questions. TD, let's be fair. Herbert got Joe Lombardi as his OC. I don't want to hear it. That's a new staff over there, for one. Number 2, stop giving one OC credit from the past and then taking the number 2 on ours. Our OCs out here doing God's work. Got a quarterback with limitations and still making them look decent. Y'all can keep ignoring that fact all y'all want. Our OCs are doing a heck of a great job. Y'all just don't want to admit it because you want there to be some type of reason why things aren't the way that you that they should be. TD Tua had 361 yards in a game before. Okay. We should. Would we still win the games with this defense with Jay Cutler under center? Man, don't talk about that guy. We probably, we would still win all these games that we won. But Jay Cutler, no. Y'all have to understand this too. This is what y'all fail to realize. Tua can go out there and have 9 completions in a row, but we don't have no points on the board. Y'all think that all these completions are equaling points. That's the problem. This man started out like 9 of 11 in this game, and we had 0 points. And punted the ball twice. See, y'all think that what he's getting is production. 3-yard pass, 2-yard pass, incomplete, punt the ball. Somebody said, and you think 300 yards equals win? 300 yards get you closer to a win than 200. That's all I'm going to say. That's just statistically factual. 300-yard performance will have you closer to a win than 200 would any day. Somewhere you had longer drives that might result in the points. However you want to slice it. And let me look at Joe Burrow, because he actually, I really haven't really paid much attention to Joe Burrow this year. Really haven't. Let's see how many 300-yard games he got. 525, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. We know about that versus the Ravens just now. 348 versus the 49ers, good defense. 300 versus the Chargers. 416 versus the Ravens. Now I'm starting to realize everybody throws on the Ravens. 348 versus the Jags. Burrow got 5 300-yard games. He got 5 300-yard games. Five of them. And Burrow got about 4,200 yards. He looked like he on pace to get about 4,800 this year. And what's crazy is his completion percentage is 70%. I saw a stat earlier said Tua's at 70.1 NFL record or something. Joe Burrow at 69.9. 69.9. Herbert at 67.1. But Burrow is right there with Tua in completion percentage. 69.9. Let me pull up Tua stats. All right, 300-yard games. 1 versus the Jags, 329. How many games is this? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 games. 1 out of the 11 games. Let's say 10 games, because we can't count that Bills game. See here. One moment, y'all. Yeah, there's no Thursday night football in the last 2 weeks. One game over 3 touchdowns. And that was the Falcons. 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. 1.5 to 1. I didn't look at Joe Burrow's interception touchdown ratio. Let me see that. 30 to 14. 2.2 to 1. That's the problem, TD. People comparing Tua to Herbert and Burrow. Compare Tua versus every second-year QB ever. No one complained about Brady first 3 Super Bowls, Wilson 2. Good point. Good point. They got them Super Bowls, right? I didn't realize Burrow was having such a great season. Quarterback rating 105. That shocked me. Herbert's quarterback rating is 98.7. I wouldn't have knew that. Tua's is 94. Not terrible. It's pretty good, actually. To me, it is, at least. Burrow is a guy. Burrow has big energy. Burrow has the best weapons in the NFL. Yeah, T-Rich. People always got the best weapons in the NFL. He got Chase and we got Waddle. I know one thing. Burrow know how to use Chase, though. They ain't make Chase a dink and dunk slot receiver, that's for sure. All right, Boyd and Higgins. Yeah, good receivers. Glad he know how to use them. I think Tua will be playing in Washington next year. Man, I keep telling y'all Pittsburgh, man. I think Pittsburgh. Burrow is only true great quarterback in that draft. Burrow will win a Super Bowl. Herbert will never. Carly, you don't like Herbert? The only time I've seen Tua really sling it and showcase what he can do is when we are down in the fourth, like the Falcons game, for example. Hey, but where you think they got that Tua's clutch in the fourth quarter? It'd be fun every time somebody say that to me. I'd be like, oh my gosh. Most of his fourth quarter successes when they bending and not breaking in a zone. We already down by 14. He don't put up some major numbers in that type of situation. Tua going anywhere, he's going to Pittsburgh. Okay, I mean, I keep on telling people I think it's going to be Pittsburgh, or even Seattle potentially. Yeah. Okay, well, ask your mommy. She gonna tell you no because you keep on getting snacks and then only eating half of it. Tua to the Saints. Y'all gonna keep saying that. I mean, it might be a possibility. Tua staying in Miami. You all don't know what you want. We know what we want. It just depends on if that guy can straighten his situation. And I wouldn't mind Tua staying in Miami. I mean, we'd have the best backup in the NFL. If they can keep Tua in Miami, we'd have the best backup in the NFL. I'm all for that. Injuries can happen at any time. I'm down with that. So, yeah, Tua might be staying in Miami. T-Rich said Tua is not staying in Miami. Hey, listen, I'm down for him staying in Miami. I'm down for it. Tua is going to show out in the Super Bowl. Just watch. He has the arm. It's possible they want to wait for those plays for the postseason to throw off their opponent. Oh my God, that's the funniest thing I done heard tonight. Man, he doesn't need to throw crazy passes when his defense is good. Arms, they are winning. That don't make no sense whatsoever, man. Do y'all hear yourself? He don't need to throw no crazy passes. First of all, these passes aren't crazy. There are wide open guys, just a basic routine pass. They're not crazy passes people asking them to throw. He's just missing receivers. But the reason why he's missing receivers is because when he hikes the ball and he already knows where he's going with it, that's the only focus. It don't matter who's open out there. And I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt to say it's not his fault. It's what they told him to do because they don't trust him doing nothing else. Tua is a good quarterback. I agree. I just want Tua to see and read the field better and throw and connect on more deep throws when I can give him the green light. Yeah, we all want to. He got to do it, right? Yeah, we all want him to do that better. Okay, we'll keep waiting. It just amazes me, though, how conditioned our fan base has become in accepting this type of play. We have gotten to a point where we're accepting this type of play and saying it's just fine, it's good enough. And people saying, let him grow. He'll grow. Well, why don't you be honest? If you can say out of your mouth, give him time to grow, let him develop, then you should be able to acknowledge that he has limitations or flaws. How are you out of your own mouth going to recognize he needs an opportunity to grow and get better, but deny that he has anything wrong? That doesn't make any sense. That's the problem. People run around here, when you say what he does wrong, they get mad at you and say, let him grow and develop, but don't want to acknowledge that why he needs to grow and develop. It really makes no sense. When will they take the training wheels off Tua? They've been off. They just had to put them back on with reinforcement. Y'all ain't got to believe me. I keep telling y'all over and over and over. I saw somebody put it in the comment section last night. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, TD's been more right than wrong. Whether you want to believe it or not, been more right than wrong. But y'all keep on watching. I don't care how anybody slices the film, how they want to show it and say, yeah, this and yeah, that. I'll make excuses for nobody. I'm just going to tell you what I see. This is what I see. I ain't giving nobody no benefit of no doubt. All these film studies out here giving the benefit of the doubt. I think what he did right here was genius. I think he was trying to blah, 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 which is great. Nah, I ain't giving no benefit of the doubt. He was going to do that no matter what. A guy could have jumped that route and he would have did that. He ain't making decisions on the field, and that's the issue. Y'all thinking he is. The only decisions he's making is when he put that ball in the running back's stomach. Is the linebacker following the flat? Yeah, but he late. Let me pull it. Go. That about the biggest decision he out there making. He hiked the ball, look right. He know he ain't going right. He about to go back left. Go left, throw it. Y'all, look at him reading defenses. He ain't reading. He hiking the ball, trying to pull the safety, and just coming back the other way. Somebody said, you're simply wrong. Time always tells. And every time we watch the film, everything that I be pointing out, it keeps showing up. TD new name is the truth. Nah, that's for Paul Pierce. Every time we pull up film or we watch these games, everything that I be talking about showing right smack dab in your face. And we keep on finding new creative ways to deny it and get another reason to put it on something else or somebody else. O-line is playing just fine. See, they don't like this stat. In the first 9 weeks or whatever, the O-line had played like boo-boo hot garbage trash. But what they fail to acknowledge is the fact that Tua only played half of those games. But ever since week 10, this O-line has been number 2 in the NFL in pass blocking. Number 2 in the NFL in pass blocking. See, when that stat comes out, they just easily say, man, I don't believe that, and move past it because it doesn't fit their narrative. Tito said, TD, you killing the winning vibes. Tito, stop with this winning vibe stuff. We happy, we lucky, we winning as we going. You think we winning the Super Bowl like this? We do everything in our power to ignore the facts in front of us. We done played some of the weakest teams in the NFL and barely can score on any of them, and the defense leading the way every week. You killing the winning vibes. If them the winning vibes you want, you're going to always be in the dust with this team. Praising mediocrity, and it's exactly why we can never go win a Super Bowl. Because y'all okay with what y'all see right now. Y'all are okay with what you see right now. This ain't no Super Bowl winning formula. If we could get our offense to just play average, it'll be better. TD, will you be willing to give this offense 1 year to develop? Absolutely. Soon as the offseason come, they got a whole year to develop with Watson. And watch how fast it moves. Watch how fast it clicks. Watch how fast the offense clicks. Watch how fast it clicks. Watch how fast it clicks. Watson was 4-12 his last year over there. If he had this Miami defense playing at this level, he would have been 12-4. 12-4 easily. Well, hey, man, blame your GM. He made the pick. He didn't want to make the pick. He was trying to trade him before that draft. Watson 4-12 with best O-line. See, that's another lie that they keep telling y'all. Just because they traded for Laramie Tunsil, everybody making it seem like they had the best O-line. They had Laramie Tunsil. That was about it. You saw what we were with Laramie Tunsil and nothing else. O-line was still trash. Only thing we had on the O-line was Laramie Tunsil. You see how they keep on bringing out these true lies and false facts. What was our O-line with Laramie Tunsil? It was just Laramie Tunsil. That was it. Still getting blown up all in the interior on the outside. Laramie was the only thing cooking on that O-line. And that's what the freaking Houston Texans became. They ain't had nothing. Same crap. Just brought one great player in. Somebody said Tunsil, Bushrod, Pouncey, and James was fire. What, the 1 year they got to play healthy? The 1 year they got to play healthy together? And they didn't even finish that year healthy. Pouncey started having his little injuries in his shoes. Agree with you, TD, on Tua's fumble, but guard Austin Jackson got beat on his block once again. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It was trash by him. But again, when we're evaluating, when the coach is in the O-line room and they're evaluating that play, God dog, Austin Jackson, you got to do better than that. Shame on you. And when the quarterback coach is in the quarterback room, come on, Tua, man. Forget the fact that he whiffed on that. There was still a play to be made. See, that's what people can't do. They can't separate the two. But that's what's happening in the building, ladies and gentlemen. In the O-line room, Jackson getting chastised. They're not bringing up Tua could have still made a play. And in the quarterback room, they're not mentioning Austin Jackson. They're just talking about could Tua still have made a play. Yes. That's real coaching. You only talk about what you could have controlled, not what everybody else did around you. Was rookie Tua better than this year Tua? No way. No. Last year Tua was just a deer in the headlights. Last year, no way. This year Tua is leaps. No. He wasn't better. Skill set wise, not much of a difference. But overall, he knows the playbook more now. So he's more precise with knowing where he needs to go with the ball in his first read in situations like that, or even the second if the first thing is taken away. Don't mention first year Tua. Let's just sit him back on the bench. Let Ryan Fitzpatrick do what he do. Watson choked out a 24-point lead to Chiefs. Stop. He put up 24 points, right? See, here we go again. Watson choked the 24-point lead to the Chiefs. Stop. Did he put up the 24? Did he put up the 24? We can't even get ours to do that. Did he put the 24 up? And guess what? An offense don't choke a 24-point lead. Only a defense can do that. Only a defense can do that. You get up 24 zip, ain't no defense in the league should lose that. Jesus at quarterback couldn't save us, TD. Well, you need to give Jesus a little bit more credit, bro. A little bit more credit. Oh, man. Somebody said we scored 20.4 per game. No. The team scores 20.4 per game. Go ahead and take away any points by the defense. It's going to drop. Not only the defense. Thank God we got a defense that give us the ball in positive territory a lot. Like versus the Saints, we got the ball 3 times in their territory. 3 times. And I ain't even talk about the pick 6. We got the ball 3 times in their territory. Still couldn't score on a single one of those. One of them was a field goal. But we couldn't score. Come on, y'all. We got the ball 3 times. The defense gave it to us in their territory. 40-yard line, we get 3 points out of all 3 of them times. 3 points. This ain't even an arguable conversation. I don't even know why some of y'all trying to argue this. No. It wasn't and only scored 7 points because the 7 points we took down the field. The 7 points we took down the field. Them 3 times we got it in their territory, we only scored 3 points off of it. TD, all teams suck at times, even the Chiefs. Yeah, we know that. We know all teams suck at times, even the Chiefs. A game here, a game there. But I got to be quite honest with you. This team has not looked good for 7 games straight. We have survived for 7 games straight. This was the first victory we got with like more than 7 points against the scrubs of all scrubs in the league. If we want to be honest, let's be honest. That's why this Tennessee game is so important, because they're a balanced team. We get this W, we start to get a little bit of respect. That's why it's so important to win this game, because this is a truly balanced team. Everybody else we play are trash. The Ravens got the worst secondary in the league this year, man. I just looked up Burrow and them. They would kill it. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Let me see. Herbert, 416 yards versus the Ravens. 416. Y'all even remember when Tua came in the game versus them bums? He looked decent. Ravens, Tua, 158 yards, and that was like half of a game. He was on pace for 325 yards. Oh, let's go to Joe Burrow versus the Ravens. I mean, not Joe Burrow. We already did here. Justin Herbert. Ravens. Oh, give me a second. Oh, Herbert was trash. Wait, is this Herbert? Herbert was trash versus them. Herbert put up 195. It was his worst game. That in the Vikings this year. Let's see here. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. They lose that game. So Herbert was actually trash versus them. I thought I pulled up somebody who played him twice and put up 400 twice. Was that Burrow? Ravens once. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Burrow played him twice, actually. Last time he put up 525. And the time before that, 416 yards. Threw a total of 7 touchdowns and 1 interceptions in those games. Now, early in the year, the Ravens were on fire. They was locking everybody down. Herbert ran into a healthy Ravens back in October. Ever since they secondary got depleted, been straight trash. Everybody been destroying the Ravens. And that's our quote-unquote real victory. That's our real victory. It's crazy, man. This team, and I'm going to keep it 1,000 with y'all. I ain't going to keep sugarcoating it just so y'all can temporarily feel better. Because one thing I hate doing as a Dolphins fan, and I'm surprised y'all ain't learned your lesson yet. They do a great job of building you up just to slap you in your face at the end, give you all the hope in the world. If you're a Dolphin fan in the last 22 years, how many times have we been in contention and with 2 weeks left and what ended up happening? But if you really dig down into your team and know what they are, you won't be surprised. I want to do something miraculous, and I hope that we do it. Hopefully we win out and we shock the world. But we got to be honest. Tua has like 2.5 seconds to throw. Can't make 2 MU. First of all, that ain't true, Lucas. He doesn't. That's a lie that he has 2.5 seconds to throw the ball. What they're doing is looking at a stat of when he throws how long it takes him to throw the ball when he throws it. Tua is throwing the ball at 2.5 seconds on average. There's times there's a completely clean pocket and he gets rid of the ball in 1.5 seconds because that's what the play calls for. So it's not true that that's how much time he has. That's how much time he's throwing it. Some of y'all don't even understand the stats that you be reading, but I know them Tuaneers, they find every stat in the world to make their case. Now, does he have as much time as some of the great lines in the league? No. But I don't care how much time he get. When you watch the film, is there a play that could be made? It's all that matters. So some of y'all need to come to understand. When you watch the film, are we leaving anything on the field? We showed you 3 potential touchdowns with 2 of them clean pockets. Missed. Always going to these stats that don't even matter, man. Don't even matter. Y'all see the same film I see every week, and you see opportunities left on the field with a clean or dirty pocket. Still opportunities that he can make. But y'all want to run to the stats. No, make the freaking play if it's there to be made. Period. Carla said Tua just now is ready to progress to the next level. It will happen the next 2 weeks. All right. We'll see. Time always tells. Somebody told me that 2 weeks ago, by the way. The Ravens secondary gave up 4,000 plus yards this season to quarterbacks, TD. I know it. One of the worst in the NFL. That's why they were trying to trade for Xavier Howard before the deadline. But Greer tried to finesse him with 2 first-round picks, and they just didn't bite. Good for them, but Greer tried. He definitely did try, man. get Tua's stats up for Watson. Listen, man, I've been telling y'all, get that trade value up. Get that trade value up. As long as the media ain't trashing him, that's why I be like, shut up, Colin. You making the obvious super obvious. Long as the media ain't trashing him, he'll maintain some level of value. The problem is, I'm nervous that on the biggest stage in the biggest games, if he had one of them bad ones like versus Tennessee and basically knock us out, at least everybody plays Sunday where a lot of people won't pay attention to it drastically, but we'll see. Who thinks Tua is above average? I do. See, that's the thing with him. He's not average. He's slightly above it. And his ceiling is like good. But in the NFL, good quarterbacks only win when they got everything they need around them. Great quarterbacks can have a good team around them, but they don't need a great. Elite quarterbacks can have a above average team around them. See, an elite quarterback can get you 28 points on that hard week, and your defense ain't got to be A1, but they can hold another team to 27. You see what I mean? It's a trade-off. That's why if we did get Watson and stuff and high-powered the offense, we love to maintain a great defense, but you really don't have to. But with the assets we have and the money we have, we're in a rare situation where you could actually have your cake and eat it too. You can have a top defense and have a high-powered offense. Now, you may only have it for 3 years, unless in the third year you draft exceptionally well again, you can keep having it. But for the next 3 years, we can have a superior team on offense and defense because we got the money and the assets to do it. Rare situation, and the only reason we're in this situation because Greer has drafted better than we thought he did. Greer drafted better than we thought he did. I can name to you 15 starters on offense and defense that we brought in the last 3 years that are starters and doing their job, at least comparable. The only ones you debate is the O-line. 2 of those guys, because I don't add all of them. I don't add Dieter or Jesse Davis. That's rare, ladies and gentlemen. 15 starters in 3 years of drafting, and all of them, they have a place. And not just drafting, but undrafted too, like your Needhams and all of that. It's rare. Do you know you're supposed to draft 7 players in the draft and you'll be lucky if you get 1.5 starters out of that? Do y'all realize that? In a draft, you draft 7 players and you're lucky if you get 1.5 out of that. So most teams are lucky if they can get 5 starters in 3 years. Go put it on the charger, okay? They lucky if they can get 5 starters in 3 years. We got 15 in 3 years. That's why we're in a rare situation. You can have your cake and eat it too. Rare. Yeah, but I don't want to give up all those assets for one guy. You can have your cake and eat it too. That's what you got all them assets for. You think they traded down from 3 and back up to 6 to keep getting picks to draft people? No. They wanted to still be in contention to get Watson. Everybody knows that, so stop denying it. The only reason they traded out of 3, moved back up to 6, they picked up an extra first and an extra second. So the back end, they could still get Watson if they wanted. And if you don't believe they're going to use them assets to do that, come on. Yeah, I've been checking on Ingraven. He good, man. He understands what his team is going through. I don't want Rodgers, just so you know. Now, if they believe in Tua and they're like, you know what, I believe in this kid enough that he's going to be our future. If they truly believe that, that's the only way I would want Rodgers for about 2 years. That way Tua can continue to develop and at least this time do it behind one of the greats. That's the only way I would want Rodgers. Only way. I don't want Russell Wilson. I just don't. Good talent, but he's lost the step to me. And all the injuries are starting to pile up. And he's a little older. It's just something I don't want. I'm not the biggest fan. I've never really been. I've always said he lived behind that defense in a great run game, just like Tannehill's doing now. And as soon as you give him his money, that team is going to be good enough to go to a first-round exit every year, and that's exactly what they've done. That's exactly what they've done. I've never believed in Russell Wilson's talent just by himself to carry a team. Yeah, he's good enough to get some wins, but I'm not a Russell Wilson guy. I mean, we got the defense for Russell Wilson. You just got to put the O-line in the run game, but that's still something we're going to do anyway, but I don't like it. I ain't gonna lie. I would rather just continue forward with Tua over Russell Wilson. I would rather just continue going forward with Tua and take my chances that way than Russell Wilson. It's just my take. I know some of y'all will disagree. Yeah, listen, it's only, I'll be honest with y'all, it's only one guy that might be available that I would move off of Tua for, and that's Watson at this point. Because ain't nobody else gonna be available. You know, Mahomes ain't coming available. And I got my reservations about him too. I'm just saying. But yeah, Watson's the only one. So we'll see though. This offseason gonna be interesting. Let's take it 1 week at a time. This week we got Tennessee Titans. And maybe Tua gives us one of his best games, one that we can look up and be like, yeah, take that, Tua haters. You know, that's what I look for. Give me a game where the Tuaneers can say, oh, the Tua haters are silent now. I want to be silent. So you call me a hater anyway, I just embrace it. So if he can give me one of those, oh, they silent now games, that mean we cooking. That mean we're cooking. I'm with it. All right. Anyway, man, we're done with the film. It's time to move on. I will see y'all later. This is TD FINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I may do something Saturday night with a panel, get some of the fellas together. Not guaranteed yet. I got to speak to them first. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I will see y'all soon. TD is the leader of the Tua Hate Club. All right. At EM in the building. What's up, man? Talk about two throws. We ain't gonna go there tonight. All right, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I will see y'all soon. Peace. I am out.